and welcome to another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. This one is a little bit different because it's a brand new season and we go back to the beginning. Now, first of all, of course, I want to thank you for all the views and the support on season 1 of the Career Mode. And I hope somehow this season can somehow be bigger in terms of that and in terms of what we can achieve as a club. So, without any further ado, we'll get underway. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to advance a couple of days so we can get some of the stuff started. So we'll just immediately stop as well, if it lets me. Thank you. So, stuff has gone through now, and we get moving into the transfer window. Now, first of all, we've got quite a few things to cover. So, first of all, our pre-season group. Finally catching a stream. I know. Where have you been? The pre-season group then. So, I didn't know this, but last year we did pre-season. I didn't realise you only played 3 of the teams in the group, and you kind of just finished where you finished. But now I know that. So, we've got the teams of Napoli, Sevilla and Dortmund to face in this American Challenge Cup. Now, first of all, I don't really care about the preseason too much, but I will be playing the highlights just to kind of see how this team functions, just to kind of see how this team works. There's also a bit of a change with the team. Now, this formation, all well and good. I really enjoyed this formation, except the fact that it didn't bring us much success. But other than that, it was quite a fun formation to use. So what I'm thinking, it's just an idea. I'm not going to go 100% with it. This is what we're going to use. I don't know why it says 4-1-1-1-3, by the way. I'm not really 100% sure about that. But this is how I want to maybe line up, or something of this effect. So I kind of need a bit of help with this. A bit of a different formation. I want 2 strikers, I think, is probably the main move for this new formation. And potentially a 4-back as well. Anything else is okay. But this is how I feel like we line up. I haven't done the tactics yet. This is how I feel like we line up. Because I do want to fit 2 strikers in, because both Rashford and Tammy are good together. And we will be signing another striker for depth, which you will see momentarily. But I have Shesko as well, of course, we can rotate in, and we'll get the other striker in momentarily as well. We've got a lot of players in here, which hopefully some of them will offload and some of them will send out loan, and I'll show you who's going to be who in a second. I also need a bit of help on some transfers I'm on the fence about, to be honest with you, as well. So a bit of help required this morning, but there we go. That is how I want to maybe line up Rashford and Tammy as a duo. It looks good. It's just, I want the 2 striker thing, but I don't know how to go about it. Do I go with that, or do I just go straight 4-4-2? Maybe the thing is with this, Eriksen doesn't start, which actually might be the best. But I feel like we also need something for our midfielders, because we've got plenty of midfielders. I just don't know how to really go about it. I would like 2 strikers. Maybe this, but then we don't have the wide players either. It's just something I'm thinking about, not 100% on. We could always, figure it out for next episode. We're only going to play a few games today. We're not going to play the full, well, I said technically we're not going to play the full 4. We're actually going to play 5, technically. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the pre-season games, the Community Shield against Liverpool, and the first Premier League game. That'll be today. I know it's not a lot, but I'm just trying to think what would work best. So for now, I'm leaving it as what it is. But we'll need to think of that down the line. We'll obviously keep this one because that's the main formation, but we can always think of other ones as well. Need to see Man United sign someone in FIFA. God knows the real United won't be doing that anytime soon. So first of all, I will show you the transfer hub. This is who we're looking at. We've got a couple of players on the line now. So mainly, my main focus is a backup goalkeeper, because, of course, we're going to be having the departure, hopefully, of Dean Henderson. No offense to the guy, but I just don't see him sticking around after some of the performances he's had towards the end of the season. So he's probably on his way out. So these are some of the goalkeepers I've been suggested, and some of the goalkeepers I put in myself. So I put in I didn't put any of these, did I? I was going to put in one, but I feel like it was too mean to have him as a backup. He's probably better and makes more sense as a main goalkeeper. But these are some of the ideas that were given to me. We have Albin Lafont from FC Nantes. We're going to wait, obviously, until the scout reports come through before we sign anyone. But taking a look at these, we've got Albin Lafont, who's got diving and reflexes. And he's got 3 traits: leadership, rushes out a goal, saves with feet. And the beautiful thing is, you can't see it here, but his contract is expiring unless they've renewed it. We've got David Raya from Ajax, who looks pretty good as well. Kicking and reflexes are his best, and he rushes out a goal, comes for crosses. Robert Sanchez from Brighton, who I like the most personally. Whether I go for him is a different matter, but the one I like the most personally, his goalkeeping stats look very good. We know quite a bit about him already. All his goalkeeping stats are in the green. He's only 25 years of age. We've got Andrew from Gil Vicente, who is definitely one we'll look at as well. But I'd rather maybe move him down the line. He's more of a future goalkeeper. Diving and reflexes are his best attributes. No traits, which isn't too bad for a goalkeeper. And then we've got Gabriel Slonina from Chelsea, who he's another one possibly for the future. I know I said I want to avoid moving from big 6 teams, but Slonina probably wouldn't factor into Chelsea's plans too much. So it wouldn't be a big move, but another one I'm looking at as well. So I'm going to wait for the scout reports to come back, and then we'll make a decision, get a goalkeeper then. But my personal favourite is Robert Sanchez. I'd go Raya personally here in my power career mode. So I'll keep an eye on Raya as well. It's these top 3, really, it's the top 3 that are the best candidates. Because Lafont is decent, contract expiry as well. Raya is very, very good in real life. I'll give him credit, he's underrated. And then Robert Sanchez, well, we know about his antics in the Brighton goal. He's very good as well. So we've got 3 solid goalkeepers there who can come and do a job. But they are only backup, of course. We have to factor that into the equation as well. Then we've got left-back signings, or not left-back signings, but left-back options. We're not going to sign... I mean, the left-back situation is a bit difficult, because we don't really need to sign one. But some fantastic players here. I think Owen Wijndal has just moved. Or was he always Ajax? Am I tripping? I can't remember. But anyway, Owen Wijndal was what we were looking at. I think he may have just moved. I'm not 100%. So we'll figure that out. George Bello is one, of course, for the future. Probably won't sign him just yet, but he's definitely one to look at down the line. He's grown quite a bit. Still looks fantastic. The pace looks brilliant. The defensive stats are coming up quite well as well. For 69 rate, he's not too bad, but the problem is he is injury prone, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. We don't need any more injuries at this club. Injuries have ruined Martial. And then I've got this guy, Maxim de Kuiper. Now, this is what I was suggested in the Discord that I'm in. He's got left back and left mid, but I took a look at his stats on a career mode app that I've got, and my god, can he play literally anywhere. He is so versatile, and depending on his rating, he'll come in this season, to be honest, because I need someone versatile. I need someone to, kind of filling across the positions, and De Kuiper could be that man. His primary position is left back. Left mid is also one of his primary positions, but he can play centre mid, he can play right mid, push, he can play centre back. He's not got great defensive stats, but he has high work rate and he's 6 foot. So he may be a move. Makoko is a cert, and we'll probably do that move after I've read through these players as well. 4-star from Borussia Dortmund. He'll come in as a depth option at first, but then probably overtake the strikers we have and become a main man. But of course, we know how good Makoko is. He's an absolute beast. And Borussia Dortmund didn't finish in the Champions League places either, if I remember correctly. So this might be a move that we can pull off. I think that's it. Is it obviously there's any more suggestions, then more than welcome to suggest them. I want, realistically, to stick to 3 signings, which at the moment is going to be one of the goalkeepers, of course. We're going to do sign Makoko right now. And then the Kuiper probably as well. But if somebody comes in with a better suggestion or a better idea than the Kuiper, then I'll think about that. But if not, then I'm definitely going to Kuiper. It depends on his rating. Again, I said I'm not doing Mokoko transfer just now, but I kind of want to see all the other ratings of players come in too. And we kind of want to go around a bit first as well. So for the youth staff, take a look at the youth academy. I don't think we need any more youth, to be honest. I don't know what the board's objectives are. I'll take a look at them in a second as well. But I think the youth academy is good. Absolute ball, that Maxim lad. We've got the Jordan Seal approval as well, so Maxim may have to come in at this point because that's more than one person I've said who he thinks is who thinks he's fantastic. I would like to bring him in as well, but I want to review all the options first. We've always got next episode as well to make moves in, so we don't have to make them all this episode. We just need to think first of all what we'd like to do. This is Youth Academy anyway. I've called a few players up. The main ones were Stanley Sutton and... Oh, God, I forgot his name. I could go to the squad hub and check. I don't know what I'm trying to remember. But I called up a couple of players to the squad hub. I also managed to sort out all the contracts. And this is a good one because I've got the numbers down here. I've got the numbers down here of how much money we saved on contracts. I wrote them down because it was mad how much we could have saved. I've put everyone to a new contract because even the players that I'm selling and they're on a one-year contract will get more money if they're on a new contract. So I have Martial, who went from 110k down to 80k a week. Tellez, who went from 95k to 70k a week. Lindelof, who went from 91k to 75k a week. Bailly, who went from 71k to 49.5k a week. Aaron Wan-Bissaka stayed at the same, but that's not too bad either, to say he had quite a decent season. Brandon Williams has gone from 39.5k to 29.5k a week. Teden Mengi stayed at the same as well, but he wasn't getting paid much anyway. 16k is his wage. Harry Maguire, the biggest probably drop out of the lot, has gone from 95k to 60k. Shoretire has gone from 5.9k up to 10k. It's the only wage that's gone up. And that's fine because he's a developing player, so we won't complain about that. And then Fernandez, not the Bruno, but Alvaro Fernandez. I didn't write his other value down, I don't know why. But he went from 10k and stayed at 10k, so fair play to him as well. He hasn't gone up in wages either, which is interesting as well because he's a development player. So we've got quite a lot of fat in terms of wages, and we may continue to do that off screen because it actually worked really well. Now, before we go any further, the transfer players and the players I'm on the fence about. I know I want to get to gameplay and get into signings, but I'm just kind of trying to fix some of the stuff before we set off. Sent offers, we haven't sent any yet. Received offers, we do have one for Alex Telles, which we will look at momentarily. But these are the players transfer listed. So Alex Telles is on the list, of course. Dalot and Anthony are blocked. I'll unblock them just because I kind of want to see what we'll get for them. But they won't be going anywhere, don't worry. So, on the definite list, and I know this is going to be a difficult one to take for Jordan especially. This is the one I didn't really want to do. But we have an influx of midfielders if we're only going to use that one midfielder. And I think Fred's probably the most likely suspect to go this season. So it'll have to be a good offer, but we are going to part ways probably with Fred. We're also going to part ways with Anthony Martial. He definitely still has something, but I don't think that something will come into effect for us because, especially with that 7-month injury, it has kind of passed him by this season, and I just didn't see enough of him when he was playing to justify keeping him. We do have Rashford and Tammy now. We've got Shesko's an option, and I'm obviously going to bring in Mokoko at some point, younger with more potential. So it does mean Martial's on the out. So fortunately for him, he has lost his number 9 as well. But I think it's time for him to maybe go to pastures new in real life as well. So in game, he'll be making that move. Eric Bailly, another one. I'm going to be straight up. I completely forgot we had him until I saw him on loan at Marseille, I think it was. But obviously with the centre-back depth we do have now, I'm still on the fence about one of our centre-backs that we're potentially keeping / selling. But with the centre-backs we have now, Eric Bailly, just his face doesn't fit anymore, no offence to the lad. And he's going to be on his way out, hopefully. And then possibly, maybe the biggest one, besides Fred, is Dean Henderson. He's definitely going to do a job at another club. He could definitely be first choice at another club. It's just here One, he's back up, and two, he's been awful when we've played him. So I think this is probably the correct move. Taking Dean Henderson and possibly moving him on to a club that he'll do better at, really. And then we've got Will Fish, who obviously is kind of an academy graduate, kind of a prospect in real life, but in FIFA, his potential is not too great, and he is the lowest of a bunch of players. I was considering sending him out on loan, but we never get results from him, I don't think. I don't think we'd ever have much growth from him, or enough growth from him, to ever get to the first team, so I've decided to sell him on instead. And then the loan deals, there's quite a lot, but I'm still on the fence about whether to just loan up Brandon Williams or have a permanent transfer for him. So we will obviously look at that as the window goes on. We've got Ethan Galbraith going out again, Deshaun Bernard, Facundo Palestri, Ted Mengi, Hannibal Mabry, Shola Shoretire, Zidane Iqbal, Charlie Savage, Alejandro Garnacho, who desperately needs a loan this year, Alvaro Fernandez, Radek Vitek, Arthur Parkin, Thomas Moss, Owen Yates, Michael Dawson, Stanley Sutton, Jabu Shabalala as well. Now, that might be disagreed upon, but realistically, if we want him to become the hero, the only way he's going to grow is out on loan. And I know that's a move that's going to get disagreed with, but we've got to be real at some point, haven't we? How can you possibly do this to me? I can't believe this. Going to start the carry out protests. When you have to make a cutthroat decision, sometimes you have to make a cutthroat decision, alright? I'm sorry. I know Fred is universally loved, but we're getting full to capacity with this squad, and we need to try and clear it out a bit. And the other one, there's a couple I'm on the fence about. I listed them as well. Maguire was one I was on the fence about, but I think we're okay with him for one more season. But obviously we could always change our minds on that, but I think for now, one more season for Harry Maguire, just as rotation. Who was the other ones I was on the fence about? The other one I was on the fence about was Donny. Now, I know he can still have potential, but I feel like with all the midfielders we've got, he's not going to get a lot of game time. And I just don't know. I want to obviously rebuild his career, but I just don't know how much game time he's going to get. And I don't want to ruin his career that he could have somewhere else by keeping him here. But we're not 100% about that yet. We're on the fence still about that. Another one, and this might be incredibly controversial. Another one I'm on the fence about is Bruno. Now, obviously it probably won't happen, but there's like a 10% chance I'm considering putting him on the transfer list and maybe getting someone younger who can grow, because he can't grow anymore. Sorry, why can he grow again? No. Fernandez, you made me look like a mug, mate. Last season, it said you've reached your potential and you couldn't grow. You had the little yellow thing next to your name. Well, okay, Fernandez isn't going now, because apparently he's decided he can grow a bit more. I hate this game sometimes. So Bruno's, the whole Bruno spiel, ignore that. And then I picked between these two, Ahmad and Palestri, and I based it off of age and the fact that it's the same rating, but Palestri's a year older. I feel like a loan deal for him, and we rotate Diallo into the side sometimes because I do want to involve Diallo eventually. It's just where are we going to involve him, because we do have a good right wing department with Anthony, who was Player of the Year last year, arguably. I mean, maybe not, but my personal Player of the Year was Anthony. And then Alanga as well. He grows into a beast on career mode, so he's going to be sticking around. So Diallo will probably only play cup games, maybe occasional Europa games, but he will be sticking around, and we'll try and get him in the first team setup a bit more. And I don't know if I have him on a development plan. I don't. I should have maybe checked that yesterday about development plans, but we're at where we're at. Well, who needs him? Right. There's a lot that need. Okay. I'll do it off screen, innit? Fred and Shabalala gone. The heart and soul of the club gone. The fans' hearts are shattered. Not Fernandez. Fred, yeah, he's probably going, but Shabalala will come back and he'll be stronger. Okay, it's not it's not a goodbye. It's just a see you later. Okay. We're excited you'll be remaining at the club for at least another season. I'm glad someone is. Based on your performance last season and the savings against budget you were able to make, the board of directors decided to increase the club's transfer budget this year by 43.6 million. This gives you a total transfer budget of 98.4 million, which we're hoping you're able to put to good use to improve the squad. Of course, the budget will go down a little bit because we didn't do all the objectives, but we have to be slightly smart with our spending as well. So we can either go for one massive signing, which obviously we're not going to do, or we go for 3 small signings that will help the squad in the future. We're also going to go for a clear out, so the budget will go up a little bit as well. Monthly scout report. When did I start this report? I must have started it mid-season because we're still getting players. Ronnie Walton, overall 32 to 44, potential 62 to 86. No, thank you. Jordan Lancaster. I don't know if someone's going to want me to sign them because it's the same first name, but probably not going to come in. Jordan Lancaster, overall 34 to 48, potential 64 to 90. Sorry, lad. Michael Booth, overall 43 to 57, potential 59 to 79. Absolutely not. Now, this might be one. This might possibly be one. Billy Bishop, overall 48 to 66, potential 67 to 91. We're going to base off the value. Yeah, right. Freddie Harper, now this is the one that is kind of, now I've clicked on him, doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Overall 47 to 65, potential 57 to 79. He potentially doesn't do it for me, unfortunately. Archie Watson, overall 34 to 46, potentially 54 to 72. He will be rejected just now. Ezra Baxter, overall 42 to 58, potential 59 to 81. He will be rejected too. I saw Bruno and brought Enzo Fernandez in my career. Bruno's wank for me if FIFA. I don't know why, lol. I mean, Bruno, first half of the season was fantastic when Rashford wasn't scoring, but second half of the season he really dropped off. And I'm wondering whether I should sell him. But now he can grow a little bit more. The fucking mug. I might keep him for a bit longer. So take a look at this transfer for now, because I completely forgot about this. Alex Telles could be on the way to Dortmund. However, I do not want the deal they're offering because I don't want the player swap. They're offering 7.3 and Gelson Martins. I don't need another right mid. So we're going to go and negotiate. Chief Scout says we can get 18 million. So if I can get 18 million, I'll absolutely take that for Alex Telles. That Lancaster lad had something special. Why did he have something special? give me the reason. I know what you're going to say. Alright. We want 18 mil. We're not accepting any less than about 15. Well, valuation, actually. We're not accepting less than valuation. They're happy with 18 mil. Probably could have got a bit more, but, I mean, blame the chief executive. He said 18. Maybe could have got up to 20, but Telles could be on the route out to Dortmund, which is absolutely fine. He's one of the main ones I wanted gone. So, that's not too bad. Player chats. All these players agree loans. We'll just glad we agree them all. Because we're all saying the same thing, apart from Stanley Sutton, who we'll talk to in a moment. Called him up. He wants to be involved. I would love for him to be involved season 1, but obviously he's a winger, so problems. Everyone's a bloody winger. Jordan Lancaster and Chabalala have been ripping teams apart. What could have been? Alright. You usually decide the bad players, don't you? Wan-Bissaka offer. Now, I didn't say he was up for sale, but for the right move, I could be persuaded. However, the right move isn't Liverpool. 28.7 million from them. No. Go away. I'm not selling to any rival clubs. I'm not buying from any rival clubs. I'm not selling to any either. You better, Pep, you better turn your ass around and get out of my building. Manchester City have expressed an interest in signing Casemiro for a fee of 84.8 million. Even Manchester City know that Casemiro is clear of Rodri. Absolutely not. Go away. Now, this one I can entertain potentially. Real Sociedad is interested in purchasing this player. His market value should be between 13.6 million and 19.9 million, so you can negotiate a better deal. They've asked for 17.6. If I can get 20, I'll absolutely take it. This is another player I want gone, so I'm happy about this. And the reason I'm only doing 2 full games today is because of all this transfer business, which will slow down the episode as it is. We've of course got the pre-season highlights to do down the line as well. I don't have to do the highlights for them, but I want to try some different stuff in the pre-season games. So highlights might be the best way to try that. They're saying 17.6. I'm going to say 20. Let's see what they say. I could probably get a little bit more, but I want to be realistic. I want Martial to go, to be fair. Martial, Fred, Shaw, it's a dark day for Manchester United. No, it's better for the long run. No, not doing... No. You don't pay 7... If you don't pay 25... yeah. If you don't pay 20, you don't get him. Tension's way down still, so... Tension is way, way down, so you'll get 20 million. You'll pay 20 million. You like it, alright? I'll get 20 million even. Can you tell I'm still trying to wake up a little bit? Right. We continue on. We could be here every day doing business. There goes Alex Telles. See you later, my man. Contributions won't be forgotten, but it's a new era. And, yeah, see you in a bit, mate. On loan last year, on a permanent deal this time, to Borussia Dortmund for 18 million. Probably could have got a bit more money. Right, no, we're not, right. I'm not being funny, but there's absolutely no way we're getting 26.3 million for Alex Telles. This kid can fuck off. We've got good squad depth in Dalot and Laird. Well, that's funny because he's a left back, so I don't know why that's okay. But there's no way we're getting 26.3 million. We're sold it for a little ponytail alone. That's the reason, really. Telles is gone, and you'll have fun in Dortmund. And we've got a final skirt upon Robert Sanchez. We're going to wait for everyone else's to come through before we make our decision. Dean Henderson transfer offer. Oh, I do want him to go, but I don't have a backup yet. But we will sell him. Just not for Jean Lucas an additional 600k. It's going to be a straight money swap. And I reckon we can get a bit for Dean Henderson. Jean Lucas doesn't look awful, but doesn't look like it's what we're wanting, to be honest. We're going to make a negotiation. And again, maybe I'm asking for a little bit too little if I say 20 million, but I'm going to say 20 million. Who would pay 26 million for Telles? Drug test, whoever would offer that much. Yeah, genuinely. Some of these deals are so stupid. You could get half of, like, I don't know, some amount. Basically, they think it's too much. I was going to say something funny, but I can't think of anything funny. Remove exchange player. Straight 20, fam. Or you don't get him. Again, we're working around numbers at this club. If you don't give a straight 20 for Henderson, you're not getting him. Okay, fair. Again, we probably could have got more, but I'm more happy just to get him out of the club. I'm not going to fucking pocket pinch over a couple million. We do have money. And there goes Anthony Martial. Came from France. The English press said he had no chance. What a player. Mr. Moments himself, Anthony Martial. He's on his way out on a permanent deal to Real Sociedad. It's a departure I didn't really want to do. If he'd stayed uninjured and had a good season, he would have stayed around. But I think it's probably best for both parties. He'll do better in Spain. We have the options as well that we don't need him. We've got Abraham Sheshko. We also have Marcus Rashford as well. Could have had maybe a little bit more, but I reckon 20 million is a good amount. Goodbye, Martial. Enjoy the sun, man. Anthony Martial sold, and excuse me. Aston Villa are coming with an offer for 27.7 million and Leon Bailey from Marcus Rashford. Oh, you'll just accept that. Go away. Don't you ever talk to me again. Rashford's even though Rashford probably won't grow in ranking anymore. A 9-man on the way out. Dean Henderson. Wasn't what I wanted to sell until he started playing like shit. And now he's lost his privileges. I'm sorry, Dean. Not personal. Except it is kind of personal because you're playing like shit. But he's away out to who is he? Where is he going to? Monaco? Monaco. Obviously, League winners want to be strengthening their squad, and Dean Henderson might be a way to go about that. An A deal, fair enough. I thought maybe we could have got a bit more out of it, but I mean, we could have got another 3, but I'm not really arguing over another 3. We've got De Gea, and it says we've got Vitek. We're obviously going to make that backup goalkeeper signing at some point. Won't make any changes just yet until we know the ratings of the players we've scouted. Spain, I didn't realise he was in Spain. Go somewhere else then, mate. Go France. I don't really use the GCN, and I maybe should. Financial report. Early in the year, we set out to increase our budget by selling players. We've now received our preliminary financial report. We can confirm that we've now met our agreed target. I forgot to look at objectives. Right, let's see what the board want this year then. So confidence rating. The main ones were sell 3 players, reduce player wages by 260k a week, and within 2 seasons sign 4 youth players to the senior team, play them in 20 matches, either as part of a starting 11 or coming on as a sub. That's doable, depending on the talent we get this year. Youth development is that objective, I believe. Yeah, it will be for 2 seasons. Brand exposure, get 12 clean sheets in the league. We'll see. It's doable. And sell 3 players. Henderson looks depressed. I know he did look a bit upset, didn't he? Financial, reduce players. Play wages, we've done that. Make a 10.3 million profit from youth player sales in 3 seasons. We can maybe do that if we decide to sell youth players on down the line. But at the moment, we just try to grow them a little bit. If some don't work out, we'll sell them on and get money for them. If some do work out, we'll sell them on and maybe get more money for them. But this is what is going to be important this season. What do the board want us to do on the pitch? Sorry, they want us to win the league title after we didn't get top 4 last year. Am I a miracle worker? I don't think so. So the board wants to win the league title, win the FA Cup, and I'm assuming that we win the Europa League. Yeah, win the Europa League as well. They want us to do the treble. I can wholeheartedly tell you now, with every single bit of my fucking confidence, we are not winning the Premier League. Absolutely not. We're not winning the Premier League. There's no point in even trying for like first place in the Premier League because it's not going to happen. FA Cup, doable. We did it last year. I reckon we could go twice in a row, back to back. And Europa League. Hey, we don't want to talk about what happened last year, but we should win that. Depending on the teams that are in it. So we've done some of the objectives already, but win the Premier League. Not happening, I don't think, personally. Right, we move on. We've got the Kuipers, scout reporting, but I want everyone's. How long is everyone else's going to take, man? Before we decide on a move. Fuck it, we'll just take a look at the ones that we've got in it. Might as well. So Robert Sanchez, 25 years of age, 80 rated. Yeah, 6'6". Probably better than the backup, even. Not full back. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, better than the backup, if we're being truthful. But I do like the look of him. It will cost quite a bit to bring him in, though. Actually, it's not too bad. It's probably about the same we asked for Henderson. Alright, we know that. And then, I was going to look at the Kuiper as well. The Kuiper's report came in. The problem with the Kuiper is he's only 72 rated. So he may be one for future rather than one for current. At the moment, he is 72 rated, 22 years of age, 4.3 million. Won't cost a lot to bring in. We'll maybe think about that later on. Next episode, perhaps. But he's definitely someone I want to kind of maybe keep an eye on because he is a good all-rounder. You saw his stats there. I should have maybe saw his stats now that I know him for definite in Season 2. But look how well-rounded he is. Only heading and volleys that let him down, to be fair. That's not too much. I mean, he's 6 foot, so maybe working the heading if we do bring him in. But look how well-rounded he is. Can play almost anywhere. And at 72 rated, 22 years of age. Not bad. Maybe not this year, but definitely at some point. I just saw an offer for a couple offers here. First of all, I'll do the Bullfish one, which I'm absolutely accepting because it's way above what the chief executive already says. I'm not arguing around this kind of money. 820k from Lechia Gdansk, A-okay from me. But this one, Wan-Bissaka from Leicester City. They want to give me Keenan Dewsbury Hall for Wan-Bissaka along with 16.7 million. No, but I like the respect. I respect the offer. It's not a rival club. We looked at the Willfish offer. We don't need to be told about that in the inbox. Already looked at that. And we've accepted it. We'll just see if it goes through. And now we've got plenty of messages coming in here. England's done. Alright. Well, I don't care where you go, honestly, mate. I don't really look at this. America. Go on a holiday. Benjamin Sesko has our transfer for coming from Stuttgart for 20.3 million. No, thank you. Shola Shoretiri has had a loan offer. Is that Stevenage? I thought it was Stevenage just for the badge sake, because that's just Girona. But he's absolutely one I would love to see in the future become mad good. And the loan will go through. It will just be a straight loan for a year to Girona. Hopefully that goes through. And then this is an intriguing one. And one that I may need some assistance with on this one from chat and potentially. I can't say YouTube comments because I'll have to make a decision within the week. But Donny van de Beek on loan to Dortmund. Now, I know I said I didn't want to get... Well, I didn't want to get rid of him, but I was considering it. This might be a happy medium. Sell him and keep Fredinho. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. Because Fred is low rated and 4 years older. And he says potential. Fred is going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you can't be happy with the changes we're making around here, then I will buy you tissues for your tears. Okay. But realistically, Donny van de Beek on loan to Dortmund isn't bad, you know. Not a loan to buy. It'll be a straight loan, but I think I can get on board with that. Do we go for it? Do we put Donny on loan? I think I'm going to do it, you know. Because, why not? Nobody loses in that situation. We get to keep Donny, eventually. He'll maybe grow at Dortmund. It frees up another squad spot. Yeah, why not? It gives us the move. Oh, Fish hasn't gone. Italy's come to an end. Alright, where do I go now then? Fucking, we'll send you to bloody Scotland. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I've forgotten what my scouting instructions are. I mean, I did them literally yesterday, but I forgot what I put them as. Italy cover completed, whatever. Fish can move to Poland, so we're still having him here. It might have to be a loan for him instead. And Lens have come in for Anthony Langa, who ain't going nowhere. In real life, maybe you'd accept that offer, but in FIFA, Langa's a good little player, and I want to keep him around for at least a little while. Ooh. This could be a tearful goodbye. Fred has been given an offer to leave the club from Napoli between 14.6 and 21.4. I'm gonna command for a little bit because we know he's a fan favourite. Not to nipple. Well, I mean, I do want him to go, but if you do, I'm nice. Also correct. Oh, I thought you were making a joke. Right, not to Napoli. Okay. Right, we'll put in something they'll refuse then. I'll allow you to pick the club that we sell Fred to. Right, no. Reject. If you want to go to Napoli. I'm at least a little bit nice. Obviously, we won't ask for 30 million every time, but if we don't want to move to Napoli, he is going to have to go at some point, though. I'm not going to keep rejecting until the end of the window. I will accept a club eventually. I know the plan will be just to keep rejecting him until he stays. I'm not doing that. But the year loan for Donny van de Beek has gone through. Hopefully, that will work out for us for next season. He can grow out in Dortmund and work out for us. And now the rest of the scout reports from the other goalkeepers, apart from none of them, I think, actually, they're all in. But we'll do the short tier loan agreement first. Girona have accepted that. We'll accept that. Got to be a top 6 side in the Premier League so he can batter you this season. I don't think, respectfully, any of the big 6 are coming in for us. Or for Fred, even. But you never know. Alright. Well, if a big six comes in, I'll allow it. So we've got the ratings. Now, I think realistically, Lafont is a little too good for backup, right? The only thing that I'm sticking with Lafont is his contract's expiring, and we could get him on a steal. I think it may have to be him purely because of that. David Raya looks decent. He's quite cheap. But what's his height? He's only 6 foot. I want someone slightly taller, I think. Robert Sanchez, 6'6", 25 years of age. He'll actually probably end up costing around the same as Lafont once we've wheeled and dealed. Andrew, like I said, one for down the line, but he doesn't look bad at all. And then Sladina, we haven't heard back about yet, but we will hear in the coming days. But that's the list sorted. Well, while we're here, before anyone else snaps him up, and we could actually get him on the cheap as well. I believe he's on a year left on his contract. We'll begin negotiations with the club. I can't speak. So we're going to go something a little risky here. A little risky. And I know this is dumb. But we're going to We're going to offer 10 million out the gate. And if they walk out, fair. Because I've kind of undercut them a little bit. We're going to offer 10 million out the gate. And see what they say. Ooh. We want Ethan Laird at 4.9 million. No. No. That's not how it works around here. Laird's one of the plans for the future. That's why he's not on the list of loan or transfer or anything, because I want to keep him around. 10.5. Mate. That's a fucking steal. I'm sorry, but that's a fucking steal. To say what he's going to be in the future. I know he's injury prone, but he's got all those traits. 18 years of age, 75 rated. That's some good business. Only 10.5 million. Mad. Right, well, we'll go to the contract then. I ain't fucking around with it if he's going to just let us have him for that much. If we have to pay a bit more in the wages, so be it. 10.5 million is a hell of a move. Andrew for cup games would be a decent shout. I maybe could sign 2 goalkeepers. We bring in either Sanchez or Lafont, and then we'll have Andrew. How have you robbed him? I don't know. I'm taking it, I'm running. It'll be a rotation, obviously. He's fine with that. 4 years, yeah, he can stay for life, mate. I would have done 5, but 4 is alright for now. And then money. Money's going to be an issue, because I don't know what to offer him. Now, I'm going to say 35k? I don't know what to do here for wage. 35? We've gone with it. And he's fine with it. Okay, I could have probably said less, but I just wanted to make sure he was in. 25k a week, we get it. Damn it! Well, I mean, we've overpaid. But, I mean, we've got to steal on the transfer fee as well. But here he is. Fresh from Borussia Dortmund, Yusufa Makoko. He is going to grow to be a machine, of course. One of the best young talents in world football. And he will be a man who will, at first, rotate in occasionally, but maybe take one of those starting spots down the line. His agent is stunning. She could represent me any day, can't lie. Can you please? Like, every time there's a woman on this game. 10.5 million. Is in. That's a hell of a deal. If that's not an A, then the board could fuck off, quite frankly. A, yes. Beautiful. If we could have got it for any less, your line. 10.1. Bear with me, guys. I need to itch my eye. Right, yeah. That's a good deal, in my opinion. For someone who's going to be the future, and possibly even part of the now. Mid-Coco. No, we're not. No. It's nothing. As for the other signing, the goalkeeper, I think, has to be done today. And I'm really leaning towards Lafont because of contract expiry. Think I could loan a third keeper in. Possibly. That's a move, maybe. I don't want to make too many signings, obviously. I want to try to stick to 3 signings, but again, the board does want us to get Premier League, so maybe 4th signing may have to, break the rules a bit. But Lafont, I think, has got to be in it, really. Otherwise, we're never going to get a steal like this again. I'm going to go for it. I know it's probably not fair on Lafont to be back up, but I'm going for it. Because eventually, if De Gea does move on, Lafont could be the first guy. He'll be the first teamer. I think this is a smart move all around. And for cheap as well. We're undercutting the transfer market and I love it. Right, we're gonna start 21. Donny's already gone to Dortmund, mate. And 2 point, yeah, Donny's already got Dortmund, lad. And there's no way I'd let him leave on a permanent anyway. We'll go, what, 22? $23.7. Alright, we'll say an even 23 because that's what my executive said. You're fine. I can't. I'm not going to penny pinch for that much. 23.5 million. That is still a steal. 4.5 million below his valuation, and he will eventually probably become a first-team player. I mean, how's that? That's not a bad deal in any effect, really. I don't see how, like, anything could go wrong with this deal, apart from if he gets upset that he doesn't get enough games, obviously. He'll want important at least, which means we'll have to rotate him in quite a bit sometimes. But he'll probably play Europa group stage games, he'll play some cup games, he'll get enough game time. I do feel a bit bad bringing in Lafont as a backup. But I think it's a move that is, I mean, good for us, but not great for him. 4 years. We just do 4-year contracts for now, because I don't know how long I'm staying at this club. They're going to be mid this season. He'll be starting for a new year. That's a bold shout, but also maybe not a wrong one. You know, it's a bit more on his wage. That's absolutely fine. 37k because he's getting the bonus. It's fine. I think we're making some good signings here. We're more adding to the depth of the squad rather than the actual physical squad itself, because I don't see much wrong with the squad itself. And here comes in De Gea's new backup. It is Alban Lafont. But I think we view him as slightly more the backup. I think we view him as someone who could take over that mantle in the future. Dean Henderson was never going to be number 1 at this club, unfortunately for him. But Alban Lafont could be. Alban Lafont, and that number 15 reminds me that I need to do shirt numbers before the season starts. Make sure all of them are the ones I want. So Alban Lafont away, or actually not away, but he's on his way to Manchester United. Best possible deal would have been 21.5. We can't go and say, right, mate, we're undercutting you too much. We did say 21 at first, and we rose it up to 23.5, which is absolutely fine. That's a great deal again from us for a great goalkeeper, to be honest. So I think we've done well there. And now the last signing. I'm not going to sign anyone else this episode, because we might as well wait until August now. We don't know who we want out of this list, because we've got a Vindal who I was going to sign as a new fullback, like starting fullback, but I think I'm happy with Shaw and Malacia for one more season. Bello is one just for the future eventually. Raya, Sanchez, and Andrew. Well, Raya and Sanchez can go. Andrew maybe we bring in as a third selection, perhaps. Slonina we're still waiting back for. Maybe Slonina looks good as well. He could be the third. And then De Kuiper, we're on the fence about him as well, because he's only 72 rated, but he could grow into a beast. If I do bring him in, he'll be immediately loaned out. So I don't know if that really counts as a signing, if that makes sense. But speaking of signings, we're going to be hopefully getting rid of Eric Bailly, as Nice will be signing him. 8.7 million. Am I cheeky enough to ask for 10? The answer is yes. But will Nice want to pay 10 million? I mean, he's a capable centre back, just not for us. I actually don't know if I want to send him to France after what happened in real life with him, but we'll turn it 10. We'll just put it out there. You can put it down a little bit if you want. 10 was the idea. They've accepted. You know, fair enough. 10 for it. Bye. Not bad. We're doing a bit of a clear out this year, as you can tell. And the one... Wait. Fred didn't go... Fred rejected Napoli. Never mind. I just remembered I rejected Napoli for him. My brain... I'm still half asleep. Speaking of which, look who we're playing first. Oh. Dallo transfer offer. Liverpool can fuck off. You've got Trent. What else you need? Right, realistically, this one from Leon for Fred. What we selling this one? Yeah or nay? I know you said top 6 team, but realistically, yeah or nay? I'll give Jordan the final say on this one. Nope, not good enough. Alright, understandable. He needs to be the best club in the world, and I mean, he's already at it, but the next best. And there goes Donny. An interesting offer from Dortmund that I didn't expect to come in, but I'm happy to allow. Donny van de Beek will make the move to Dortmund on loan for a season. Fred's generational talent can't be slumming it in the Farmers League. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, to be honest. Would you have found a good move for him? Alright, so Donny on the outs. Which is interesting. I'm happy with the offer. I didn't expect it, but I'm happy with the offer. We've got a Thomas Moss loan deal from Adana Demirspor. Absolutely. On you go, lad. And I've realised as well, at the moment we haven't had an offer for Shabalala. And then, who? Marcus Rashford, Chelsea. Yeah, bye. Don't come into my office. If there's any players the Big Six want, it's obviously Fred. I don't know why they're coming in for Rashford. Now, first game. Obviously, it'll just be highlights. But what say we give the new formation a go? That's the wrong one. What say we try the 2-striker formation? And we try a couple of our new signings as well. First of all, checking the shirt numbers. We're nearly an hour. Are we nearly an hour in? Man, fucking hell, I've been talking a while. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Alright, one for De Gea. Yeah, Lafont will be number 13. Rather than 15. Mokoko is currently 13. Right, Vitek. All these are fine. I don't really care about the backups. The rest of these are fine for now. Shabalala kind of... I mean, for culture, kind of has to say number 7, doesn't he? Much as I wouldn't mind changing it. I'm not going to. I think the rest of them are okay. It's just Mokoko as well. What number do we have for him? Because we've got Tammy 9 and Rashford 10. What number do we have Mokoko? My thought was 27. But what number would suit him? What number do you use in real life, actually? We'll base off of that as well. Also, I don't know if my mic sounds a bit crackly. Like it keeps cutting out every so often. It feels like that when I speak, so I don't know. Like, it feels my mic's cutting out a bit. Current squad. Mokoko. He's number 18. Do we just go number 18 then? Oh no, because Cat... Mid-Coco 69. Can't believe I'm doing this. Sorry, Makoko, mate. Right, picking up the game against Napoli then. We're going to do highlights, but we're going to try some of the new boys at. See what we can do with them. First of all, there's a lot of unhappy faces at this club, which is not good. Lafont will come in for his first game. Malacia, Martinez, yeah, we'll just use the back four of normal. And we'll start Makoko instead of Rashford. Just to see what he can do. Obviously, like I said, only playable highlights. And then we'll actually give Laird a run out. You know, why not? The rest of it will stay the same, unless... We'll do Kvaratskhelia as well. But I'm wondering if anyone else on this list do give a run out to. Maybe Diallo in the second game. But Diallo I definitely want to give a chance to down the line. Right, we'll go with that, I think. Because it's only the pre-season and it's only messing around a bit. BC Place. What country is this in again? I don't remember what country I picked. Right. There is the Napoli team. I'm more concerned about Walker Peters being the captain. But beyond that, it's a good squad they've got. They're not going to Kvaratskhelia because we've bloody got him. He's come up against his former club. But anyway, play highlights. Let's see what we can get out of this. Now, there's a reason to play highlights for the pre-season. I just don't care enough to play the full matches. That's about it. So we'll get underway with the pre-season highlights and see how we do. I don't really care how we do, but a bit of extra money ain't too bad. Solo run for United. Tammy's through on goal here. Will it be a first goal for number 9 already? Easy as that for him. Easy as that for him. 17 minutes into the new season, into the pre-season. And Tammy Abraham gives us the lead against Napoli. Now Napoli will attack us. Or attempt to, anyway. Aussie man, we know him well. Will he score for Napoli today? Hopefully not. Good block, and it's going to go past the goal. Now United attack. At night, stop calling him mid-Coco. 69 works in Makoko like a glove. I think maybe we'll not. I don't know if we'll stick with 69, but Makoko out to Malacia. Makoko. Abraham again off the edge. Oh! I'm looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to it. Tammy Abraham makes it 2. The number 9 start. Oh my god, the number 9 can have a hat-trick before the break. He's through on goal again. Oh, he's shafted that one up. Could have had a hat-trick before half-time. Now Napoli with a free kick off the right side. Headed away, the wrong way, but Makoko can get it clear. And a counter-attack now for the Italians. Leacher! Now fight with Aussie men over it. We're going to continue the attack here. Anthony into Eriksson, blocked. And now the actual initial attack was from Napoli, so they'll get another chance at it. Casemiro comes in though, and that'll do that. And that will be it. I think that I was going to say I think a two-striker could work, but Makoko didn't really get involved too much because Tammy was just running the show. Maybe highlights isn't the best way to showcase this, but we are going to try it in the Community Shield as well, the two-striker formation against Liverpool. I want to see what it does in a full game as well. Riley Reid FC, they're getting proper smashed in this game. Our number 9 gets his first 2 goals this season in pre-season. Tammy Abraham, 18 minutes and 37 minutes. Number 9, like I said. Starting off, hopefully as he continues on. Makoko, could have seen a bit more from him, but obviously we didn't get a lot in the highlights. He got an A. And then Lafont with his first clean sheet in the United shirt as well. Decent debuts. And of course, Tammy Abraham scoring as per usual. So between now and Sevilla, we'll probably look to do more business. Ericsson development schedule. Is he at his potential? 84 now. He's actually grown. Could he grow any more? Probably not, right? Probably not. Nah. Okay, well. We're keeping him for another season at the very least. I don't care. I love this man. Realistically, it probably shouldn't be Ericsson that's sticking around, but it is. Cry about it. Did I just say Donny's gone up 2 already? Give me a second. We'll fix this. These are our instructions, by the way. We're looking for a centre-back that's defensive-minded, promising and tall. Hopefully, by the end of the season, we'll have someone to come in for Harry Maguire. Or maybe even as a first-teamer for Varane. Who knows? We've got free kick specialist of first-team quality as well. And then a goalkeeper that's promising and tall. Any more ideas? You can give me them and I'll add them to the scouting lists. But don't just say Donny was up to 83. I'm tempted just to recall him, you know. I mean, I won't, but I'm tempted to. But Jesus Christ, he's already grown up 2 since he's moved to Germany. Fair play, man. Fair play. Enjoy your season, lad. Enjoy your season. What we do know is we're going to have a couple of days of rest before Sevilla. I just realised we're against Dortmund for our last game. Out goes Eric Bailly on a permanent deal to France. I can't remember which club. I want to say Nice, but I don't remember. French CM whose name rhymes with bed. Pogba doesn't rhyme with bed. Who's French? I mean, if you're about Fred, he's not French. I'm trying to think who you're actually on about, because I'm genuinely confused. We've got a B for that. That's not too bad. I'm not getting much more for Eric Bailly, and I'll take double figures for him. So before the next match, don't forget to use substitutes. I did. That's why Ericsson was on the pitch. Levante have shown interest in taking Zidane Iqbal. That's absolutely fine. He can go on loan to Spain for a year. I think they got relegated as well, so he'll be in the second Liga. And then Valencia have come in to loan Garnacho, which is also A-okay by me. Made a mistake there. He's so good, he's French and Brazilian. Ah, right. I see. Sevilla up next then in the next pre-season game. We're going to go back to the 4-3-3 here. And we're going to have Rashford play through the middle. And McTominay is a risk. McTominay and CDM. And keep Šeško on the bench. And we'll have Ahmad on the bench as well. So for the second game of pre-season, that is our squad. De Gea at goal, Malacia, Martinez, Varane, Dalot, McTominay, Fernandes and Ericsson, Sancho, Anthony, and Rashford. We don't really care about pre-season, so I'm not wasting too much time on it. Sorry. No, we're going to take a bit of time here. Do Sevilla have N'Golo Kante? How the fuck have they pulled that off then? We're going to have to take a look at some of these deals that have happened in this window, because I'm going to be shocked by some of them. Yeah, Kante! How is he at Sevilla? Oh my god. Well, I mean, we'll go into it. Chances are going to get ridiculous, isn't they? Penalty! Oh, Fernandes! I don't know who won it, so it'll have to be Fernandes that takes it. Fernandes! Oh! Unstoppable. I'm actually stupid. I was about to say they have the keeper Navas at right back. To be honest, that's a mistake I'd make too. Free kick for United. Oh my god. Only 5 minutes in and we've got 2 chances. We can maybe have something else here. Early penalty for Fernandes. And we could maybe have a second here if we play our cards right. Then again, if McTominay's passing the ball, we're fucked. Sevilla with the counter-attack. Oh, that's a hell of a ball over. Martinez gets there first, alright. Yeah, lovely. No doubt in my number 6. A United counter-attack now. McTominay, just get pass as quick as you can, lads, so we don't fuck it up. Nice. Bruno. Into Sancho. Oh, who's been dispossessed there? Ericsson. Mate. As McTominay lasting longer at this club than Fred. Because McTominay's got more potential. Fred doesn't have... If Fred was younger, he'd stay around, but he's 30 already and he's not going to grow. That's why he's not sticking around, unfortunately. He's always going to be season 1 and that was it, really. But I won't let him go unless it's the right offer. But I also don't want to keep him in case he gets upset. Maybe... Now, this is just thought potential. I'll maybe go into more detail of it after the game. Now that Donny's out on loan, do we keep Fred? Sancho. And there's a goal for him. Hopefully he'll kick on this season as well. This takes me back to the World Cup stream. That was so much fun. Maybe do one of them again down the line when I've got a whole day to stream. The answer is always keep Fred. On a serious note, I might actually, because we need midfield depth now that Donny's out on loan. I'm going to take a look at what we've got in midfield and maybe Fred sticks around for another season purely because of that Donny loan. Another 2-0 win in pre-season though. Fernandes with an early penalty. Sancho with a second. I'm really hoping that Sancho has to break out this season or he will make moves on that left-hand side. And by make moves, I mean probably find a backup for Kvaradona because Kvaradona will probably be the starter. But yeah, now 2-0 win in pre-season. I'm not too shabby, or I'm not too, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not unhappy about it. I'm happy with it. Words are difficult. Alright. A win. Napoli beat Dortmund, and we'll face Dortmund last. We'll face Donny last. Maybe. Take a look at the inbox before we move on. Scotland blank. Oh, I don't care. I don't care about GTN. I'm not arsing around with it. Thomas Moss on a 1-year loan deal will be going to Adana. Something I actually might... do I do this? David De Gea to Barcelona. We could get more money out of him, but that's a move. And Fred has had an offer from Milan, which I'm actually not sure about now that we've loaned out Donny. We'll come back to these in a second. I want to check the squad hub and see what midfield depth we have. I think De Gea is probably going to be a no. We're going to keep De Gea for at least one more season. As for Fred, we'll think about it. What midfield do we have? Casemiro, McTominay, obviously Galbraith, Savage. Hopefully get loan deals when they come in. Fred, Ericsson. Yeah, we'll keep Fred then this season. Fuck it. Why am I doing this? Sure, start a new lad and buy that Andrew. It's a big risk to say the objectives we're looking for. I think we get Andrew next year. He does look good though, doesn't he? Jesus. But I think we buy him next year. We'll keep him definitely on the list. But Fred sticks around. You got lucky that fucking Donny got a loan, alright? Fred will be going nowhere. And just to make sure, block offers. Enjoy. Clip that if you want. Enjoy it for the rest of your life. De Gea can stick around for one more season. can't believe I'm keeping Fred for another season. Oh, such a lucky move. Don't expect us to get a lot of game time, though, alright? Deschamps Bernard has been given a loan deal here by Trabzonspor, which I believe they won the Turkish league last year. So, some amount of loan. Think you have a soft spot for Fred. I get it. Do you want me to put him straight back on a transfer list? Because that will be a thing. Now you've changed your mind about selling me, boss. I hope you give me a chance to prove a value to the team. I want to build a future here, not just be sitting on the bench. Now, Fred, this is going to be difficult for you to hear. I don't know if you'll even be on the bench. Most of the time, you'll probably be in the reserves, lad. So I guess you're right. You don't want to be on the bench. Don't make me regret it. That's all I'm saying. The only reason you're sticking around is because Donny's out on loan. Zidane Iqbal agreement with Levante and a Valencia agreement with Garnacho all get accepted. He's supposed to build a future at the club, mate. He plays the badge. I can tell I'm going to be keeping Fred for more than another season as well, aren't I? I don't give a fuck. Respectfully, I don't give a fuck about a GTN. If I want players, I'll just figure them up myself. Final game of pre-season against Dortmund. Will they start Van de Beek? They do. Oh, that's a midfield, isn't it? Bellingham and Van de Beek. They're also starting Telesh. Tapsoba as well they've got in. Sule at right back. They've got quite a good little squad, didn't they? Alright, we'll go back to the two-striker for the final game. We'll give Šeško a chance because not giving him a chance this whole run yet. Kvaratskhelia comes in. And you know what? I don't know where he fits into this formation though, because I'm absolutely not with any chance using him as a CDM. I don't care about his defending stats. I'm not using him as a CDM. I don't think we've started Diallo yet. Palestri, hopefully we'll get a loan deal for. If not, that's going to make things very difficult. Give Diallo a start. And we'll rest Fernandez for Shabalala. Let's go. Right. Playable highlights. Diallo's also tired, actually. Bring in Wan-Bissaka. And I don't think I started Luke Shaw yet, have I? That too. But that is how we'll line up for the final game of pre-season. De Gea, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez, Varane, Casemiro, who'll have the armband just for today, Kvaratskhelia, Diallo, Shabalala, Šeško, Abraham. And they have got quite a good team now, have Dortmund. Fred stays and Shabalala starts. My heart has been mended. Hashtag Camian. Shabalala's not sticking around. If I get a loan deal for him, he's getting accepted. But for now, he's safe. All right. Playable highlights against Dortmund for the final game of pre-season. Will we finish top of the table in pre-season? I really don't care. But can we have another good performance? That's all I care about. First opportunity goes to Dortmund. It looks like Giovanni Reina, who's someone I'm looking at down the line. He's going to get that move. Donny towards Jared Bowen. If Donny scores past me, this is a mistake. Oh, they're playing it around quite well. We'll block it. We'll hopefully get it away. Right, now it's our turn. Tammy. Šeško to his left. Plays it to Šeško. Has to get around Tapsoba. Panics. Gives it to Shabalala. Out to Diallo. Into Šeško. Not quite. And it's away by Dortmund. And now Dortmund attack again. I kind of love these highlights, you know. It makes preseason so much easier to get through. I'll play probably every other game, but just preseason. We get to look at the team a bit as well. And we also have to play the whole match. Kvaratskhelia in the way. Dortmund getting more of the chances here. It's probably because we played slightly rotated. Van de Beek picks the ball up, plays it to Malin, plays to Bellingham, plays it into Malin. Shot straight at De Gea. I think it might have been Bellingham anyway. I'm not sure who the middleman was there. Got it Scalia on the left here now. You don't see much of him in pre-season, but yet again, it is highlights, so we're not really seeing much of anyone. Sesko back into, nope, not back into Kvaratskhelia. Be too easy. Sancho deliver the corner here. That's a bit weird having Sancho's name next to the Dortmund side. Header in. I don't know who headed that. Who got the header there? Nearly worked, but it's going to be a 0-0 draw in a final pre-season game. Quite a dead game, truth be told. But who cares? I certainly don't. We'll take undefeated in pre-season. We'll take good performances. We'll take no goals conceded. Alright, so that's pre-season done and out the way. We'll get a good bit of money for that. We've still got one more signing we're going to make. And potentially a second. I don't know. I do want to stick to 3 signings. I don't want to overhaul the squad. I kind of want to keep the core. And then eventually kind of just build into a new sort of thing. We do have 3 signings for January as well. It's 3 signings each transfer window, just for the record. I should probably... It's not really a rule, but it's something I kind of want to stick to so I don't overdo the transfers. Alright, well that's pre-season done. Where do we finish? I don't care too much, but I do care a little bit. Where do we finish then? Undefeated. We came top. The only undefeated team alongside Mönchengladbach. FA Community Shield up next. We'll take a look at some of the news stories. Mayak Captain Anthony. Goalless stalemate for Man United. Player tournament has gone to Thuram from Mönchengladbach. And we won. I guess we won that. We won a trophy. I mean, let's go. Isn't it? Right? Whatever. But we've got some news as well. Henderson Chancellor's shock. He's gone. Fish hopefully will go. Yusuf Makoko, 10.5. That's a fucking steal. 10.5 million for him. Alban Lafont, 23.5. His valuation's gone down a little bit. It was at 28, but that's still a steal as well. And Lafont was quite good in his debut, despite not really needing to do much. I'm wondering, do we use Lafont in the Community Shield? A move here. I believe this is one of our loanees. I want to say it's Thomas Moss, but I genuinely don't know because I forgot what it looked like. That last Walking Dead episode, fucking hell. Yeah, it only goes downhill, doesn't it? It only goes downhill. But then the next, hopefully the final episode will be Friday. And then we'll do the DLC. That is Thomas Moss going to Adana Demirspor for a season. We're paying all the wages, which is fine because we don't pay much. But yeah, hopefully the finale of that will be Friday and then the DLC will be Sunday. We'll see. And here goes... Honestly, at this point, I've lost count. But when I'm selling people, I don't remember who I've sold in it. Bernard departure. It is Zidane Iqbal for a 12-month deal at Levante on loan. Alright. At least some of these loans are going through. And another one. A lot of these cutscenes because we're going to have a lot of loan deals hopefully going out. Alejandro Garnacho, the latest to make his loan to Valencia. I'm really hoping he grows because he's someone I want in the team in the future. And we've got plenty of emails. First of all, Youth Scout report available. Patrick Barker. Ooh. There's a couple of ballers in here. But Patrick Barker off the rip. Overall of 50 to 68. Potentially 64 to 88. Could be good. Bringing him in. Lewis Joyce, overall of 40 to 54, potential 70 to 94. Potential looks good, but the overall doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry, lad. Oh, Joshua May. I thought he was going to be it, you know. I thought he was going to be the one. Overall 54 to 72. Potential 60 to 80. Oh, man. I mean, if his valuation's okay, we may still bring him in, but that's a bit stinky. No, it's not even. Well, I'm gonna say no. I didn't think I'd be saying no to him. Dexter Thorpe, overall 49 67, potential 57 to 79. Potential is not good enough, just straight up. And Peter Neal, overall 35 to 47, potential 63 to 87. Overall, just not good enough. Zdenek Bell has gone to Levante. Moss has gone to Adana, Demispor, and then Garnacho, we know that as well, has gone to Valencia. Deshaun Bernard will go, hopefully, to Trabzonspor. We've got a transfer offer from Marcus Rashford from Juventus. Only if he gives Vlahovic, mate. Just for the record, I'm joking. I won't be taking Vlahovic for Rashford because Rashford is clear. 6.25 million extra monies from the pre-season tournament as well. And we're coming up to the Community Shield. Before we do, Portugal want us to manage him. I say no for now. I probably won't do an international thing. I should have maybe just turned it off. Imagine, fuck off. There's no way I'm selling anyone ever direct to Manchester City. Luke Shaw's not going anywhere this season, at least. Player chat. Makoko wants to start against Liverpool. Ooh. Maybe, I'll think about it. I don't give a fuck too much about the Community Shield, but it's Liverpool as well. I want to beat Liverpool. Who's our first Prem game against, actually? Because we'll be playing that as well after this, and then that'll be it for the episode. Aston Villa. Ooh. Not too bad. So Aston Villa will end the episode today. And then for next episode, the only reason I'm really splitting it is so if anyone's got any suggestions that they want me to sign between now and Thursday, I'm trying to remember what date it's today, then you can leave them and I will take a look. But I don't really know who else I want to sign. The Kuiper is one that's obviously on the back burner, but I don't know if we go for him because we'll just immediately loan him out. But what I do know is we've got Community Shield, and we're going to get into that right away. First, of course, pre-match conference. As much as I'd love to give players a chance, it is still Liverpool. So if you're wondering why we're here, if you didn't watch the end of season 1, we won the FA Cup, Liverpool won the Premier League. If you do know why we're here, then you're paying attention to the series, and I like that. I'm hoping we can win, but at the end of the day, I don't really care too much. And busy time for you to transfer market. 5 players leaving. Can we expect you to bring in new faces now before the window closes? I don't think we need to, really. I want winners here, though. Still can't believe that disaster stream where the whole season fell apart. Hopefully we don't get that again this season. Blame Sparta Prague for that. Don't blame me. I mean, do blame me, obviously, because I'm playing, but... Shh. Before we go in, I want to take a look at what transfers we've had already, some of the biggest ones. We'll obviously take a full in-depth look, but I want to see what some of these stupid ones are saying. Tomori to Spurs... Yeah, right. Yeah, because Tomori doesn't want to win trophies anymore. That makes sense, actually. That makes perfect sense. For 86 million is a bit much. Soboslai was what I was looking at, but probably not going to get for a while, if ever. And there it is. N'Golo Kante to Sevilla. Any other interesting ones? Gonzalez doesn't want to win trophies either anymore. Tomiyasu to Leicester. Javi to I can't be arsed to save anymore. Some of these stupid transfers are just very stupid. Gehi to Montpellier. There's not been an outright completely dumb one. Well, I mean, Ward-Prowse and Napoli is up there. They didn't get Fred, so they went for Ward-Prowse. Lafont, we got him on a steal though, to be fair. Just having a little look for... I'm not going to dwell on too much. Obviously, we have Martial and Henderson both depart for 20 million each. Tino Livramento, why would Southampton sell him? Not really sure. And Tellers, of course, to Dortmund as well. But the main one, Kante to Sevilla. And then, of course, Tomori to Spurs. I don't really know. Well, anyway, we'll line up for the Community Shield against Liverpool. This will be a full played game, not just the highlights. So De Gea will start. Ooh, Dallow's up to 85, you know. Martinez, Varane. Fernandez. We're going to go to the two-striker, actually. What was I saying? I got to get used to switching formation. I know Makoko wants to start, but I kind of want to go with this. I have to sort of bench and shit out as well. We'll do this in the main menu at some point, but we've got way too many players. These lads need loans. Some of them. Alanga needs a move in at some point because he hasn't played in pre-season. In fact, no, we're not going to do that. I was thinking about it. I really was. I've got hiccups, man. I don't know why. Right. I reckon that's how we go. Just go full strength, innit? Might as well. Liverpool. Got a week's break between now and the actual kickoff of the Premier League season. So I say we just go all out. In fact, actually, one change I'm going to make, and this might be a weird one. We're going to have Lafont start. I want to see how he does in this team against a big team. I mean, obviously he played the first one against Napoli, but like a big Premier League team, it'd be good to get a feel of how he does in a full game as well. Third start would be a good shout. I'm gonna say no because he's. I'm joking. In all seriousness, he doesn't fit this formation. So if I go to the other formation against Aston Villa, I'll maybe rotate him in. I'm taking a look at the formation, which I've called two strikers, but apparently somehow it's a 4-1-1-1-3. I'm not really entirely sure how that's come about. Lafont is in goal, Malacia and Dalot as the fullbacks, Martinez and Varane as centre-backs, Casemiro CDM, Sancho left mid, Anthony right mid, Fernandez at cam, Rashford and Abraham will start as strikers. Of course, Makoko did want to start, but he's just going to have to lump it, unfortunately, because it is Liverpool. I want the best chance. They've got Toni Kroos. Now, I wonder why. Because they don't need him. They maybe need a younger midfielder rather than an older midfielder, but it is what it is. More or less a normal lineup otherwise, though. So, Community Shield on the line. I wouldn't care too much, but it is Liverpool. I want to beat them, if nothing else. Hello JP, welcome to the stream. Liverpool got senior citizen centre of midfield. I know. They're just by people from the retirement home. I don't understand it. I don't know how this is a 4-1-1-1-3. I'm getting an explanation. This is quite clearly a 4-1-3-2. At least that's what I'm going for. Glatzel as well being signed. And Dika, I think they already had. Danny Olmo, I think they already had as well. FIFA being FIFA, yeah, pretty much. Alright. Can we... I mean, it's technically going to be our second trophy this season already because we won the pre-season one, but I don't count that, personally. I mean, it is a trophy, but I don't care about the pre-season trophy, so... This will be the first real award we could go for. Against Liverpool as well, of all teams. Liverpool, Premier League winners. Manchester United, FA Cup winners from Season 1. Can we win the Community Shield? If they're passing like that, I don't see a problem. Diogo Dalot. Gonna just throw it slowly to Anthony, hopefully, if it makes it there. Casemiro. Fernandes. I think starting Abraham and Rashford might be a bit of fun. Oh, I tried to... Oh, no, I'm pressing shoot. Fucking hell. We're already 3 minutes in and it's Tammy Abraham. I pressed shoot earlier. I didn't know if it would shoot. But that's a start. That's a great ball line off the side. I think it's Bruno. Was it Bruno who put the ball in there? And Tammy ends up getting the goal. I wanted to dink Alisson and make him look like a mug. Didn't happen. But I spammed shoot. And eventually it has gone in the back of the net. What a start. We're on world class, but I've got sliders that go in the opponent's favour. But obviously if it gets too easy, I will change it. And I have a feeling it might get too easy this season. That's the way we started. I still am yet to make that step up to legendary. I tried it off screen and lost 4-1, so I'm not yet confident with it. Maybe put a bit. Oh my God, Robertson and Van Dijk are tackling each other, and it's their throw. All right. If it does call for it, I will go legendary eventually. But for now, I'm not great at the game, and I'm comfortable with this. The settings I have. Good save from De Gea after the power shot from Kroos. Klopp watching on. Probably unhappy to be 1-0 down at the gate. I'm surprised we're 1-0 down at the gate, to be honest. I don't want to be too easy, so I've got sliders on, but I don't want it to be too difficult, so I haven't stepped up to legendary yet. There's probably a time where I do, eventually. But as of yet, hasn't made. That move hasn't been made. Anthony. Absolute mental player in his career mode. He'll continue to be. I think it's a corner as well. Try to get the ball into Abraham. I can show you the sliders as well if necessary, as well, just to, if you need to borrow them, potentially. Bruno. Into the centre. Towards Varane. Oh. Sancho is going to lose that battle out, apparently. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to win because Luis Diaz is on the floor. Bruno back to Sancho. Ball in towards Rashford. Not quite going to happen. Fernandes. I think Sancho's offside, but we'll move the ball in anyway. He's not. Oh, Bruno can't get the loose ball. I feel like we're in a good spot with difficulty for now. If it gets too easy, like I said, I will change it up. Jota offside on that occasion. He's on professional, has all the slides. No, we're not. No, we're not lying. You know what? Because you might actually get believed. These are the sliders, alright. I've got normal sprint speed, shot errors up, pass errors up, injury frequencies up. Goalkeeper abilities up on both sides. But first touch error is also up. I've not done it too much just yet, but if I need to, I can make it more. They've got less shot error, less everything else. I've got more goalkeeper ability as well. But less, a bit of everything. It's not too much. Thank you, JP. Jordan's a troll. Don't say anything. Don't believe anything he says. He will troll you. Don't worry about it. Thank you for believing me though. Dalot to, well, I mean it was meant to Anthony, but he got caught as he was trying to pass. It has gone in fact to no one. Oh, Varane. Oh, that's on me though. Malacia cleans up and we'll get it away. And the Anthony pace abuse continues. Into Tammy, who might be onside, I don't know. Rashford. Oh no! I thought Alisson was going to put that into the back of the net again. Had no goal from Alisson last year. It was quite funny. I thought he'd scored another one there by a complete accident. Nearly 2 for us. I think I want to work on the defence a bit more this year. I'll work on how to be good defending. Because defending feels a lot better than FIFA 22. But I still obviously need to work a lot on it. Because I'm commit my players willy-nilly sometimes. Don't really want to be doing that all the time. Malacia. Ball in to the goalkeeper. You changed him before you hopped in the stream. Nah, hold on. Don't expose me like that. Well, of course there's an advantage. I don't even know what the foul was for. Good block, rebound. Oh. Was that a save for Lafont or a shit shot? I don't know. Oh, is it offside? Oh, barely. But I mean, it is. So I'm happy about that. Just messing, yeah. You better be. I'll be just messing with you. That was a goal I missed it. I don't understand how it happened either. It was just a simple back pass and Alisson couldn't control it. It's hilarious. I need to go back and watch that again. That's in my mind. Dallo. Oh, Tammy. Good spot you got there. In the corner a bit. Dallo. Rashford asking for it. It's going to lock onto Sancho. Couldn't tell you why, but it is going to do that. Going to fall now for Anthony. Outstrengthed. Can't take it off Robertson either. Varane gets ahead of Diaz and we'll win the ball back. I don't want to say we controlled it because Liverpool have come knocking. We just haven't let them in yet. Right. Sancho, we're really gonna have to address this year. You're gonna actually have to make the runs because if not, I will bring on Kvaratskhelia. I'm not gonna do tactics now, but we'll do them for the actual Premier League season. I don't mind too much in the Community Shield, Sancho, but if you're gonna do that in the Prem, you're not gonna be starting. You get me? Header straight out Lafont. How's his kicking? Oh boy! Got a fucking kick on him. Mess with me in what way? Basically, I'll sell Fred. And I'll sell him to a club you don't want me to sell him to. Alright. Just watch yourself. That's poor defender from me, and Jota gets the equaliser. I'm also trying to fix audio in my ears because my headset is now fighting me more than ever. I don't want to buy a new headset either because it works perfectly fine. It's just the audio when I'm trying to hear stuff. It's so stupid. I don't know if there's a fix for it. I mean, my foot is there as well with Martinez, but just not quite close enough. Henderson saves that. If Henderson's in the goal, we're 4-1 down, mate. It's actually not Diogo Jota, it's Luis Diaz. Shows how much brain I have today. Either way, Liverpool have equalised in this Community Shield. And they'll be hungry for more now. Anthony to Bruno with the throw. Look at Diaz pressing now. Look at all the confidence he's had just because of that goal. Go on, Dallo. Back post, perhaps. Alright, that wasn't really what I had in mind. Sancho, shoot the ball. Casemiro. Anthony. Oh, can't get anything. I mean, the difficulty is probably a little bit easy. But it also is I'm just bad at the game. So, I don't really know. Oh, fuck off. It's stupid. It's the stupid touches in this game, which granted I've got first touch error on, but like it feels like I always have that on, even without sliders. If that makes sense. Like when I'm playing online stuff, it just feels like that's always on. Good interception, by the way, from Varane. I think it was that time. 2 minutes of added time before the break here at Wembley. Goals are shared so far. Casemiro. Okay, we'll try to go for that early Casemiro belter. Didn't happen, obviously. Casemiro goal of season. When? You'll say it's easy and then get torn apart by Plymouth Argyle in the next game. You can never actually tell if it's too easy or not. I know, it's just... There's no balance in this shit, man. That's why I'm scared to put it up to Legendary. Alright, well, not bad first half, I reckon, but obviously improvements could be made. 56 to 44 in terms of session, 4 shots to 3, 1.7 expected goals to 0.6. We probably deserve to be in the lead. Of course we aren't in the lead though. Why would we have the lead when we deserve it, you know? But that is how it looks at the break. I actually need to at some point do custom tactics for this formation as well. But I'll do that after the episode. I'll do it off screen. Figure them out. And we'll go to the second half. At Wembley. 45 minutes separates one of these teams from the Community Shield. Will it be United's or will it be Liverpool's? Ooh, Balasia. Go on a little run, lads, since Sancho ain't doing it. Yeah, cool. Right. I just wish I could have Sancho make the runs without him having to have physical tactics on for him to do it. Because Kvaratskhelia makes the runs with no problem. Anthony makes the runs with no problem. I've completely fucked up tackle there. I think Lafont's agents in attendance might buy her a pint. I've heard she's in the front row, mate, behind Theo Johnson. Good luck competing with him for her affections. Sancho. Oh. I didn't get the header there. There's the goal from Diaz again. It's a good finish. Lafont can't do much about it, but I feel like Martinez should have got there, really. Lafont, short to Varane. Anthony. Ref? Oh, okay. We can just do fouls now, so if I slide through Jota. Okay, so, right. Slight issue. I've been fouled, and the game was not given it. And Lafont has let another one in. But, realistically, right, like... Why hasn't the foul been given on Anthony? Who knows, man. 2-1 up to Liverpool now. We've had some classics against Liverpool. This could be another one. Again, it's one they don't deserve as well. I'm a little bit peeved, if I'm being honest. Oh, Malacia. All right. No, but like literally, that foul on Anthony's kind of pissed me off because I bet if I do that, it's definitely a foul. Casemiro falls over, hopefully. Alright. We're looking great for the fucking first fixture of the Premier League season, aren't we? Obviously, the team wants to lose this because we don't look strong in the Premier League season, but... Oh, way. Sancho's going to need those tactics fucking put on himself, isn't he? I'm putting faith in Sancho for this season. If he fucking shits it up this season as well, he's gone. I don't care how good his potential and rating is. It's one more season of treatment. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this team. I don't know what's going on with my headset. Oh, I give up with that. I give up trying to fix it. You can hear me okay, that's all that matters. In-game volume isn't an issue. We're losing to that, by the way, just for record. I'm bringing Alanga. Fuck it. Alanga gave Liverpool problems the last time. I know it's probably not a smart substitution, but I've done it now. McCulloch will have to come out at some point as well, so he doesn't complain. We started off so well as well with the early Tammy goal, and it's just kind of not really, we've not really had anything since. Liverpool started their campaign against Leeds at Anfield. Can't find a way past Canate. on that occasion. It'd be great not to start with a loss, but at the same time, we probably will do. How is... No, Trent's not faster than Malacia. He might be better in terms of rating, but he's not faster. Oh, why didn't I bring Sancho off instead, man? I've just thought now. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna have to put tactics on, aren't I, for now? Because he really just doesn't run unless I say, do it, fam. I'll show her Theo went out of the Europa League last season and she'll be mine. I mean, yeah, fair. See, as soon as I change tactics, he immediately starts making the run. Malassia's making better runs. Maybe Malassia should be the wide midfielder. Bruno. Tolanga. Looking to Bruno, maybe? Not quite. Oh, mate. It just does my... Oh, yeah, right. Okay. And I didn't want to switch to Casemiro there either, no. Okay. Did tackle. Thank you for letting me switch to Dallo, though, to be fair. Give me that one. Alanga, back out to Dallo. It's not going to find him. And now Dallo, for some... I mean, I don't know why he's out of position for this long. Lafont's having a disaster debut, isn't he? I knew that was going to go in because this game's a joke, so... Thiago gets his name on the score sheet. Maybe this wasn't... I mean, again, Community Shield, but maybe this wasn't the game to give Lafont his big game. I'm just glad I did it here in a competition that ain't really as important to me than in like a Europa League final or something. Lafont's definitely got... Or he's better than Henderson because he's made saves today. I can't believe that. No, I'm changing Mokoko's number. I'm not... Like, he's not staying 69. I'm sorry. It's funny, but for the real season, I don't think I want 69 on Mokoko's shirt. Alright, Sancho, redeem yourself. Okay, well, I mean, you try. To be fair, you made the move for once. Mokoko, oh my god. Oh, imagine! Hits the crossbar. Right, Sancho. Bruno. Rashford. We get one back. We always get high-scoring games against Liverpool, man. I swear to God. Remember when you said it might be too easy? That's my point, lol. Game can go from easy to ridiculous to difficult in a half. I know. It's just... There's no point in it sometimes. No point in signing new players when the players you just have. Like, I could buy a whole team and it'd probably still be stupid sometimes in defence. I mean, there's a chance now. Rashford gets his one back. Martinez runs past the challenge, then makes the challenge. It's an interesting strategy. It worked, to be fair. Mokoko can make the run. He's made the run straight to Fabinho. I think some of this has to do with the fact that they're not custom tactics on these guys yet. Maybe. I barely heard from Salah today, which is good. I mean, that's a positive, if nothing else. Nunez and Olmo coming on for Thiago and Jota. How is that? You know, fine. Oh, Sancho, there's still time, mate, for you to go this window. Ref, thank you. Jeez, oh. 6 minutes left to try and get an equaliser and don't take extra time. I would rather just lose, honestly, but I'm not going to just throw. I'd rather just lose and keep the fitness for the league. Oh, Salah, can you fuck off? Casemiro into Bruno. Oh, you're right, Bruno. Bruno. I made the tackle. Yeah, so just for the record there, what you've seen there from FIFA 23 is I have made the tackle and the game is like, yeah, no, sorry mate, you haven't. There's nothing I can do there. I've made the tackle and the game's just denied me. It's like, not for me, mate. I appreciate your belief, JP, but I think it's over now. This game makes absolutely no sense. Maybe Lafont wasn't the move today, but that's not his fault. I've made the tackle, and I've just not been allowed to have the ball. Well, I mean, it's a bit of a reality check. Not that we needed one, but maybe a reality check more for the board than anyone else, because they expect us to win the Premier League and the Europa League and the FA Cup this season. I'm going to respectfully tell them now, not all three is going to happen. They'll have to fucking forego one. Because I can't get all three. I won't get all three. I'll tell you out the gate right now. Mainly because my defending A is a shambles. B, so they, right, I just want to add this up. They tackle me and they get the ball. But I tackle them and I don't get the ball? I mean, there might be a small chance if we can score here. Rashford's taking a stupid touch. Oh, well. That's that. Liverpool to the Community Shield. They get momentum heading into the season. It's fine, really. We're experimenting with a different formation. We're trying out some of the new players in their first proper big game against the Premier League team. I'm not taking it too hard. It's just that fourth goal where I physically tackled the player has made me a little bit upset, but fair play, Liverpool. I think at this point, I'm trying to fix the headset and it's coming through on the stream. And I don't think it's rescuable at this point. I'm going to have to buy a new headset, probably. Which I'll probably order at some point today. Still got the Prem and FA Cup to win. I think we'll do the FA Cup. We've got Europa League as well, again. Which we should win this time around. Oh, excuse me. I still think we have a trophy in us this season. Maybe not the Premier League, but that Europa League is ours. I'd hope so this season, because I'm very upset if we don't win it. But Liverpool to the Community Shield. Van Dijk gets what will hopefully be his only trophy this season. Community Shield is shit anyway. Exactly, JP. Exactly. Let these Scousers have it, because it's the only ones they're going to have this season. The only trophy that's going to go to Liverpool. Not win the Premier League again this season. If I don't win the Premier League, I'm going to make sure they don't either. Although they did win it last season, so, I mean, we never know. Well, take a look at the stats. 52 to 48 in terms of possession, 8 shots to 7, 2.6 expected goals to 2.5. They've just edged it. So you'd think maybe it'd be kind of a close scoreline, wouldn't you? But no. They've acted like they won the bloody Champions League. I know, it's the FA Community Shield. I just want to watch this back again for, oh, it's there. Where is it? The Daniel Olmo goal, yes. So, as you can see here, we'll go into instant replay because it's the best way to see this. So, what's happened here is Nunez has run at Varane. I have made the tackle. Where's the tackle made? There. Do I need to say any more? Do I need to say any more? Varane's foot is in the ball. I just sometimes wonder if it's worth the fucking point of playing this career mode. Trying to defend. If that's what's on the screen. Like, that should be a clean tackle, but the ball has gone through my defender's foot. And it's crazy how much of a regular thing that is. I've outer strength Nunez as well, but it just bounces to him. And I try to make the move in again, and the game puts Varane behind Nunez, however. I mean, I'm not going to dwell on it. It's a Community Shield. I'm a little bit annoyed, but if it was a bigger game, I'd be more annoyed. Take a look at the stats then. Man of the match goes to Dallo for us. He got an assist from right back and a 7.7. Martinez with a 7.6. We always rely on good ratings from him, and today's no different. Goals from Tammy and Rashford give them 7.4s. And then Bruno with the other assist and a 6.6. A bit underwhelming, if I'm being honest. A couple of players need to fix up before Aston Villa. So we'll go. We'll hopefully get something at them. Give them time to try and fix it up. Luis Diaz, man of the match for Liverpool. Can't deny it. Fantastic off the left. Got his goal. He probably deserved. 8.9 in the goal. Andy Robertson with an assist and 8.4. Danny Olmo with a goal and an 8.1. He's going to be a fucking superpower for Liverpool, I can't lie. Trent getting 7.9. He kept Sancho quiet, although Sancho didn't really help himself. I can't believe we're going to have to make fucking custom tactics for Sancho himself to actually make runs, but I should be surprised at this point. Thiago with 7.8 in a goal. Salah with 7.8 in an assist. Diogo Jota, a goal and an assist of 7.7. If he hadn't been brought off, he probably would have got more, to be honest. And Darwin Nunez coming on and assisting one of the goals as well. I mean, Liverpool in the Community Shield, it is what it is. I ain't going to dwell on it. We're going to move on. Hopefully, get some more outgoings. Start off the Premier League season. Maybe with a win, but honestly don't know, really. The hair goes back in between the sticks, I think, as well. Look, I mean, Lafon, not 100% brilliant, but not to blame for each and every one. So, the first one, Luis Diaz's goal, I thought I'd locked, I hadn't, and it was a great finish anyway. Unsavable, the way it went over Lafon, and then that last one as well. I just don't have words for it, but the second and third one's probably easier to get. Definitely second one from Jota. It's quite flattered Liverpool. We could have had a bit more in that game. I will never praise Liverpool. And Dallo, I wouldn't say good performance. He was solid, but I want that from him every game. Just because he was our best player doesn't mean he was brilliant, but he wasn't bad. Luis Diaz did go in quite a lot from that side as well, so it's kind of a mix, really. Inbox. Radom have expressed an interest in signing Will Fish. That's fine. If he could accept that and go, please, rather than declining it. Could probably contribute more against Liverpool. Thanks for playing me, boss. I mean, don't blame yourself. You just come to the club and I put you against Liverpool, so. And here goes Deshaun Bernard, I believe it is, if I remember. The negotiations were done, which I don't. On quite a few. He's going to Turkey for the whole season to Super League winners Trabzonspor. We have got good depth. I'm hoping Mengi will get a move out as well. Tammy Abraham transfer offer. Fucking hell. I was going to ask where Newcastle got the money from, but we know where Newcastle got the money from. Tammy's not going anywhere. Ever, I think, probably. At least for a little while. Yep, Will Fish won't move to Radomiak. Radom. I'm not above just completely releasing him if I have to, by the way. Bournemouth want Tedem Mengi. Absolutely. I believe they're back in the Championship now, aren't they? Or are they still in the Prem? Hold on. Are Bournemouth still in the Prem? They are. Oh, well. There you go. The more you know, I guess. And the Mengi loan agreement goes through. Will it happen before the Bournemouth game? Probably not, because we're here with our Aston Villa game. So the final game of today's stream, because we have been streaming a while, and I don't really want to play 4 games today, to be honest with you. So we'll do this game, and then we'll get going with the season. 4 games per episode. next episode, and then on for every other episode after that, as usual, like we did last season. Before we do, though, let's take a look at what teams. I can't remember who got promoted. I'm going to have to try and figure it out. Leicester and City have already played and they drew. Okay, interesting. So who got promoted? It was Norwich, Watford, and who else? Am I tripping? Burnley. I'm tripping. I expected Burnley to still be in randomly for whatever reason. But yeah, we've got Aston Villa to kick off the season. I wonder what incomings they've brought in. Just because it's the first game of the season, we're going to stalk a little bit. See if Aston Villa brought any big names. I'm not going to do this for every team. Maybe I should, but I won't. Aston Villa, who have they brought in? Anything special? Still got Leon Bailey, who they tried to swap Marcus Rashford for, plus money. They've got Calvert-Lewin, but we already knew that. Just Diego Carlos is still there. Luca Digne is still there. I don't think they've signed too many people, you know. Kamara's quite a good baller. Maybe not one we'll go for because we've got Casemiro, but he's not bad. Let's look at Emi Martinez. This might cause a surprise as well, but they had him last season as well. Morata at Aston Villa. I don't think they've made any moves yet. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. They've not made any moves yet, have they? No. Well, I mean, fine. Man United announced Eriksen's out for an extended period, by the way, and Midfield's in shambles. Well, yeah. Oh, that's not good. I knew it was an ankle injury, but I just didn't know how long it'd be for. Easy 3 points. Well, fingers crossed. I'm going to the pre-match press conference there anyway, and we'll see what they say. The board are expecting us to win the Premier League. I'm going to tell you wholeheartedly that ain't happening. Unless a miracle occurs, but if it does get like we're too far ahead in the title race at any point, I'll make the difficulty more difficult, obviously, because we shouldn't be in a title race just yet. I mean, maybe a title race, but like we're not going to win it. I don't want it yet anyway. I mean, obviously I do want it, but I don't think we should. The point is, alright, it wouldn't make sense. What a good performance. Just up the Liverpool thing. But, again, we weren't putting our full list in the Liverpool game. May put our full team in, but I wasn't really, trying that hard, But honestly, I haven't done the tactics yet for this new formation, which is why we didn't do too well. Need to be our best here. They say he's out until late April or early May. Oh, no, you're joking. Bear with me, guys. That's shit. Eriksen's so good, man. I mean, it's deadline day today. We might be able to bring someone in, panic buy someone in for the rest of the season, but... Oh, man. So just once again, to refresh the objectives for everyone who doesn't know what we've got to do yet this season. We're into the season, sign 4 youth players to the senior team, play them in 20 matches, either as part of starting 11 or coming as a sub. We'll probably do that within 2 seasons. Get 12 clean sheets in the league, it's doable. Sell 3 players already done. Financially, we'll probably be okay. We'll keep our job, I think, unless we absolutely tank these again. Win the league title, not going to happen probably, or at least I'm not sure. Win the FA Cup is hopeful because we won it last year. It depends on the route, we can do it again. And Europa League, we're looking for revenge, so we have to win that, I think. Casemiro's class, he absolutely is. He's fantastic. He is a world beater, honestly. I love that man. Alright, let's line up. Before we do line up, actually, let's get these tactics sorted. Right, so obviously Sancho's going to have to just be told what to do, like a child, rather than know what to do. like a professional footballer. So hopefully those will make runs for him. Give Rashford on getting behind as well, because he's got a bit more pace than Tammy, who will be a bit more of a target man, I think. Dallo will stay back while attacking and overlap. Malacia will do the same. And De Gea will come for crosses, which is maybe a bit risky, but that's what we're going for. Casemiro, as fine as he is. Maybe go a bit more in depth for some of the tactics, but that's more or less kind of how I want to go about it. Varane, stick to position, yes, that's fine. Varane and Martinez are fine. Maybe want to do some with Casemiro, perhaps. Do I want him joining the attack, or do I want him sticking back? I think I want him sticking back, don't we? We'll go with that for now. And we'll see if it works. The first time we tried the two-striker formation in the Premier League against Aston Villa, I don't know why it's a... Can someone explain to me why it's a 4-1-3? I'm just going to actually change the name of it to 4-1-3-2 so we know that that's what I want. 4-1-3-2. Because that's what it actually is. It's just because Fernandes is that little bit further forward, I think it counts him as an attacker. If I move Fernandes back slightly, it'd probably count as a 4-1-3-2. But that is what we're going with, and we're going to give it a go. Before we go in, one last look at the news before we kick off Season 2 fully. Rashford's first goal of the season, not enough. Rashford opened his account for the season, but his effort can help his side avoid defeat at the hands of Liverpool. That's whatever. Super Cup is Muriel. I mean, it's one game. I don't know how you can give a player a tournament for one game, but whatever. Montiel has gone to Aston Villa from Sevilla. Not a bad signing, to be fair, for Villa. And not much else going on. Anything transfer-wise? Danny Carvajal off to Dortmund. Newhouse to Betis. And Harry Wilson to Mallorca. Some interesting ones, but not any massive deals. The biggest deal of the window is still Tomori to Spurs, which is a bit mental. But anyway, we'll go into this game. I think we'll just go in full strength. I did say I'd rotate bloody Fred in, so there you go. But I think we just go full pelt from the off. He also should be in, but isn't in. I think Wan-Bissaka will put on the bench. Palestra, I really hope we get a loan deal for, man. Or either him or Diallo. I'll take either of them getting a loan deal. Just because if both stay, it's going to fuck them both over. And Shabalala is another one I want to get a loan deal as well because I don't really know what to do with him. I think maybe at some point I'll just decide that rating doesn't matter for Shabalala and he'll just be the fucking guy who just comes on as whatever. I want to use Moukoko and Šeško a bit more. So hopefully we get some easy ties in the Carabao Cup and we can give them a run. But anyway, that is how we'll go straight out of the gate. I've realised I've done it on the wrong formation. That's going to be mistakes I'll make a couple of times. Because I'm used to doing this formation. But yeah, that's more or less how we line up, except for Vitek will swap for Lafon. Wan-Bissaka will swap for Šeško. Or not for Šeško, for Shaw. And I think Moukoko's... we haven't given Šeško a chance yet. No, we'll keep Šeško on the bench. Fred probably won't come on the bench now if we're doing this formation. Which is... Actually, you know what? No, we won't. We'll have him on anyway. Fuck it. I did say I would. And I'll stick to it. I reckon that's how we go. So, the team is probably the best one we can put out. Except for maybe Sancho. Sancho's on fraud watch. But now we've got a tactic on. Hopefully, he'll be fine. Take a look at the team then. De Gea in goal. Malacia and Dalot as the fullbacks. Martinez and Varane as the centre-backs. Casemiro CDM. Sancho left mid. Anthony right mid. Fernandes cam and captain. And up front is a strike partnership I've wanted to try. And a strike partnership I'm finally going to try. It is Marcus Rashford and Tammy Abraham going up front together. They've gone for 2-2-2. Which I was thinking... But it takes a lot of time to switch Anthony and Sancho to cams. and I don't want to go for all that time. So we've gone wide instead. But I think we get a win here, hopefully, to kick off the season. It'll be the final game of today's episode. Obviously, we'll still do transfer stuff, and we'll sim up to the next game, and that will be where we end for today. It'll be a similar length to a usual episode. So it's not like we've missed out much. There's going to be a lot of talking for the first hour in terms of transfers, sorting the squad out, etc. Oh, tempers flaring on the first day of the Premier League. Sancho can play Cam already, can't he? I mean, yeah. But for some reason it takes ages to switch him. So, as much as I'd love to try that formation, it just takes a while to switch him. I tried checking off screen. David De Gea, the Tifo. And hopefully we start with a good performance. Realistically, we're not getting the Premier League title. But unrealistically, against all odds, there's a hell of a chance.
Enjoy the game and thank you for attending Old Trafford.
Right, well, kick off once I finish sorting out my cables. 4-2 to United, Abraham with a brace, Rushton and Bruno the scores for us. Easy 3 points. Will that be the case? Will we get a big scoring game? Game 1. New formation, some new faces. None of them making an appearance in the starting lineup so far today. But new faces coming in, and maybe new expectations. Martinez puts a tackle in after. I mean, Casemiro did lose the ball, but I don't want to put a dampener on Casemiro just yet because he's great in real life. Fernandes, Rashi, Tammy. Will it be already? Oh, he went for it. You know, Martinez off his line. Tammy tried to go for it. You got to respect the attempt. Maybe should have just thundered it. Sancho, Bruno. I know I got you on free roam, Sancho. That doesn't mean like free roam on your wing. Norwich are already 1-0 up against Chelsea, by the way. Did you just see that? And Dalot is already out of position, by the way. Did you see that? Oh, no. Speaking of 1-0 up, won't be us. Oh, my God. I just need a moment. I need a moment to compose because I'm going to scream at this game in a minute. I just need to think for a second. Why would I want to do that? There's going to be a lot of this season because I can't be arsed sometimes. Yeah, I messed up with Varane, but why would I want to do that with Martinez? Where would I want to do that in that situation, right? Like, how does this even come about? The foot's through the ball again, obviously. Oh, that makes slightly more sense then. It's bounced off the Villa player's foot. I'd be annoyed, but it does make a bit more sense in the sitch. It's a good save from De Gea anyway to deny Danny Ings. Oh, and it's offside anyway. Oh, well, then it never mattered in the first place. But I would have been pissed. But now I realise that it's bounced off the Villa player's foot. Makes a bit more sense. De Gea. Play it to Varane. And we're going to try and build. That was for Dalot. If he can make his run a bit. which he will do now. He'll take on Digne here. He's got the pace advantage, if nothing else. But he's going to have to try and play it off because Ramsey's also there. Casemiro. I'm watching him well here. Villa. Fernandes. Into Sancho. Oh, that was smart running. See what happens? You can make a run, Sancho. Maybe not quite in your position, but that's fine. As long as you're making runs, I don't care. That was brilliant. The finish may have, well, it had to be a bit better, really, but I mean, it's a good start. We're making early progress. Day gets a power shot right at his hands from their number 9, which I think is Morata. Unai Emery looking for a victory for Aston Villa on the opening day here at Old Trafford. We're looking to obviously deny him that and get one for ourselves. Buendia. Sancho heads it away, and it's going to go as far as Diego Carlos. We'll try and play the ball back in here. Villa looking for this early goal. Varane will do enough, and I've tried to clear it. It will go as a goal kick eventually, but good press from Aston Villa as well. I'm not going to try and fix the headset with my, like... It doesn't affect anything on stream, so I'm not too bothered. As long as on stream is working, A-okay. That's my main goal. I don't need to hear the game properly, don't be silly. Casemiro. Down to Bruno. Hasn't got a lot on here. Dalot. They're sitting far back. Anthony. Oh, goes past Digne. Flies past him. Tammy Abraham asking for it. Can he knock it on? To Sancho. Back to Abraham. There it is. Bit of luck. But guess who scores our first goal of the new Premier League season? Tammy Abraham. Shocker, really, innit? Who else? Knocks it on to Sancho. Couldn't keep the touch, but a tackle has put it straight back into Tammy's path. And that's a cracking finish from a man we know who can finish. Halfway to the brace. Exactly. Tammy Abraham looking to pop off this season. 11 in 15 in the second half of last season. We only signed him in January, and he was our top scorer overall. I mean, 3 of those goals count for Roma. But even if we hadn't counted those goals, he would still have been second top scorer, which is mad for half a season. That just shows how difficult it was for us to find consistent goal scorers last year. But now we've got one, and we're going to hopefully have him for the foreseeable. Varane getting pressured there. We're just going to try and get the ball away because they're pressing. Villa are pressing quite a lot, you know. Anthony does poorly there, to be honest. Not what you expect usually from him. Get him and Rashford in my Fantasy Premier League. The career mode Fantasy Premier League. Dalot to Anthony. Back to Dalot again. I'm going to try and whack a ball in here. Actually, that might be better. Tammy. Bruno. Thought Casemiro might be there. He wasn't. We'll recycle the play, I guess. Malacia. Tammy's had a poor touch. Martinez had a poor tackle. I mean, a bit shaky in defence, I'm not going to lie. Good save from De Gea again. He's going to be reliable this season. And Dalot tried to prevent it, go for a corner. In defensively, it's very bad so far. But from De Gea, it's very good. And we do have a goal lead as well. Bit lucky, but what can you do? Sometimes you have to ride your luck. Headed, kinda. Oh my god. Okay, the ball. It wouldn't let me clear it. Lovely. And De Gea makes now safe. I just want to clear the ball when I press to clear the ball. I'm not asking for. I know I'm asking for actual ridiculous amounts of stuff in this game, but when I press the button, I want the button to do what it's meant to do. Might sound a bit silly, but worth asking, isn't it, really? Corner for Villa. Dalot will get it away on that occasion. For a Villa throw. Oh, my Dalot's still there. I'm trying to switch off him. It wouldn't let me. Martinez. Okay, ref. No? Alright, cool. I just want to know if I could do that to their players. Then if they're just going to body mine, that'd be nothing. We're under the cosh here, ladies and gents. Villa are going for it. De Gea stopped him so far. Those 2 goals you predicted for Villa might actually be on because they're attacking like nobody's business. De Gea gets that. Oh my god, he doesn't. He didn't. Ref. Nah, like, come on. I'm not fucking bothering with this fucking game. I'm about ready to just jump to result. What is that? How is this not a foul on Sancho for a start? Ball's coming down. Sancho's got his foot to it. And he just, I mean, well, I don't know. Probably should still be a foul in my opinion, but I'm biased. And then, but I've made the tackle. I tried to make a tackle. Buendia's played it around with a good touch. Just toes off from Dallo, who then falls over. Doesn't really need to. Then Buendia. I've got Martinez there. I swear, if the ball goes through his foot in any of this, I'm done. Control. Control. Okay. At this point, it's going to be every game, isn't it? I just have to accept the fact that FIFA's a broken game. Right! Like, how was that? First of all, Martinez's toes are in the ground. Then we've got this. Like, I just don't know what I'm meant to do. I am fuming. I'm very pissed off. I just don't get it. And De Gea makes a save. Straight back into his path. Yeah, 1-2, mate. There you go. And then touch. And then finish. Whatever, man. Whatever. Nice one, Morata. You got your goal. Hope you're happy. I just sometimes wonder if I can be arsed. His entire footwork for the ball. Yeah. Oh, mate, if you don't laugh, you'll cry, though. If you don't cry, I'll punch something. Well, I mean, 1-1. We're getting to that 4-2 scoreline. My goal actually was a bit lucky too, but didn't have my players putting their foot literally through the ball. But that goal had been coming from Aston Villa for being real. It's just the way it's happened it's just stupid every time. Tammy against his former club, he nearly got a second. Well, I get a former loan club. It was not an actual club he was permanent at. But Emi Martinez bailing out Aston Villa there. That would have been the Tammy brace. Just for the record, I'm not trying to do your prediction. It's just kind of happening. Bruno. Varane, can you knock it down? Nope, we can't win the ball somehow. Malacia does though. Anthony. Twinkle toes. It's blocked. Villa will get it gone. Good closed down by Martinez. I don't know why Varane's done that. I mean, I do know why. It's because I controlled him, but I didn't move him there. Anthony. Keeps it on for Dallo. Back to Anthony. Can he get the assist record this season as well? Maybe. Casemiro. Oh, what the fuck? I was hoping Casemiro would chest that down and just belt it. But I'm expecting too much. Dallo. Okay. Why he's got over there, I don't know. 3 minutes before the break. I want to enjoy his career mode and I want to actually do something with Man United, but the game makes it so damn difficult for me to enjoy it. Just crunch him. At some point, I'm just going to have to. But I don't want to risk too many yellows. I really don't want to do it in the box and give him a penalty. If that, mate. I need to take a look at that. Not because, like, of anything that I disagree with. It's just because Molassi's done a goal line clearance and I like the look of it. I just can't play this. I just can't play this. Why can I never keep the ball? And I can't even blame anyone this time. I just can't keep the ball. That's good play from them. I want to go back and see this Molassie one though. Why has De Gea not got a hand to this? If his glove has gone through it, I will actually just sim to result, just for the record. We have a lot of VAR this season. This is my own personal VAR. You better watch yourself, game here. This is tricky territory. De Gea's hit that back towards his... Oh, De Gea, mate. Oh. You started off well, but we're going to have questions about you, lad. My man, De Gea, has just hit this towards his own net. And it's taken a hell of a clearance. That's in, I think. Very close. Anyway, Malasia heads it off the line to prevent a David De Gea own goal. I don't even know if that's an off the line clearance, to be honest. And then they go and score, which, I mean, the play up to... I guess the play up to it was good. But I'm just getting annoyed with some of these, like, things that happen in the game. My head hurts. My brain hurts. You De Gea was going to stink it up. Yeah, but you said mid-season. This is the first fucking game. I thought maybe he'd have some... I mean, I guess his vision's blocked by Morata. You could maybe argue that. Oh, man. With performances like these, we ain't winning the Premier League title. We can't lose to Villa on the first day. Well, that's the break, innit? Well, I mean, I'm going to try not to do any more of the instant replay stuff because I feel like it's just slowing the whole thing down. I don't want to be slowing the whole thing down, but sometimes you have to just see it to believe it, and I still don't believe it when I've seen it. Especially when the foot is going all the way through the ball. I can't believe we're 2-1 down. I just can't believe we're 2-1 down. Game wants me to just quit, doesn't it? Around the ground, Chelsea drawing 1-1 with Norwich, Burnley drawing 1-1 with Spurs, Wolves drawing 0-0 with Palace, and West Ham and Everton will play later. Bruno's a ghost in that first half. Yeah, Bruno. I'm still thinking of replacing him potentially, but I want to put my faith in him because he's the captain and all, but he's just not been great so far. Didn't check the stats. Right. Looking at the break, 56-44 in terms of possession, 9 shots to 5 to them, but 1.7 expected goals to 1.5 for us. We have more expected goals, and we're losing. To be fair to you, the ball went through a player's foot, and your keeper tried to throw the ball into his own net. Yeah, I'm not, like, when the game is literally throwing for me, what can I do? There's only so much influence I have over the video game. Good search from Casemiro. Tammy, I'm trying to look out to Anthony here. Back inside to our number 9. Bruno, you better fix up. Pal. Oh. Shot blocked. Not a great start. Casemiro. I mean, Rashford got tackled, but it comes back to Sancho. Rashford, right, we can't bail you out every time, lad. If you just keep making shit touches. Oh, yeah, they can just push me off it, can they? Oh, nice Sancho. Oh, imagine! That would have got him straight back into my good books. I mean, he's getting towards there anyway, but fucking hell. Danny Ings for Ollie Watkins. Rashford tried to press, just wasn't allowed. It came to Sancho, who nearly scored a banger. Alright, Anthony will take the corner from this side, thank you. We like outswinger corners. Anthony. Towards Varane. He's not going to win it. He's not even jump for it. Sancho! Yeah, right. Don't take it on your left. Maybe take it on your right next time. The one, you know, the foot you're stronger with. Villa are panicking, you know, though. We've written these cunts down. Tammy. Out of a double! There's the Tammy brace. He can score from anywhere. Oh, this season. This season's going to be a fun one for number 9. Cheat code. There's the equaliser. Now we just need goals from Rashford and Fernandes. I'm not trying to go for it, but that is what the prediction was. Dallo. Tammy. And now we're cooking with gas now. We're cooking with gas. Malacia. Where is Sancho? I get that you're making your runs, lad, but where are you? Rashford. Can Tammy get a hat-trick? Oh, good save, Emmy. Good save. It could have been a hat-trick for Tammy. Corner on now. And it's all turned around a little bit here at Old Trafford. Anthony to deliver this one. Bit heavy. Can Varane knock it down for anyone? Preferably not them, if I had a choice. Dallo, great hustle. Rashi, try to get it through. Alright, well, I think it might be Sancho try to get it through to Rashi. I couldn't really tell. Honestly, I half expected that to just slide in somehow from Morata. De Gea to Anthony. Yeah, it was always a pass that wasn't going to make it, to be honest, that one. Worth a shot, wasn't it? Varane. Loose inception. Fernandes. Rashford. Spreads the play out to Anthony on the right. Now, Tammy. The hat-trick. Oh, it's just going to bobble away from him. Casemiro. Bruno. From range. Right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your prediction isn't coming true because Bruno's pissing me off, alright? Bruno's pissing me off. We're bringing on Eriksen. And we'll actually bring off Rashford as well for Šeško. And risky manoeuvre, but we're doing it for the Vine. Fred's coming on. Oh, Fred's got the armband as well. Eek. Bruno, Casemiro and Rashi coming off for Eriksen, Fred and Šeško. I think we need a refresher on the team. Ramsey coming on for Bailey as well. I can't know. Fred, this is the only time you'll see it, alright? God, right. We've come out the gates the second half. Firing. And I want to continue that, but Šeško's lost the ball. I don't know where. Has Sancho just moved to a different planet? Sancho just moved to Cam. He's decided himself, I'm going to play Cam. Alright, mate. Martinez blocks and we'll get it to De Gea. Malacia. Okay. Sancho's just straight up decided he's moving Cam. Where is the fucker? If anything, he's making runs backwards. I'm trying to play him through Malacia and I just don't see him. Martinez cruncher. Have a tackle. Šeško. Good touch. Getting pressed here. Finds Fred. Into Šeško again. Sancho. Chelsea take the lead against Norwich. Eriksen can't find a way through. Varane, even though he's outstriked Morata, doesn't win the ball. Can someone figure that one out for me? And now I've done something. I've stupidly committed because I've outstrengthed their striker and haven't got the ball. Bets on how it's gone for his foot this time. Let's take a look. Morata, yeah, I mean, let's get a better angle on this. Morata, It's slightly, maybe slightly. I'm not going to fucking judge that one too much, though. But I've outstrength from Morata, and somehow he gets to the ball. There's actually no foot stupidness for change. But I just don't know how I've outstrengthed him and still lost the battle. De Gea's a fraud as well. Someone was hearing me saying Henderson come back. What's the point of putting tackles if you're never going to actually win the ball? Exactly. I think I'm just going to have to take JP's advice and just crunching him at some point because normal tackles don't work. It's a great ball through from Watkins, or to Watkins from Morata. But Morata should never have the ball in the first place. De Gea has to be doing better. I don't know what the save technique is. We've got a question of save technique too. But I can't be arsed this season already. Can we just write this one off and move on to season 3? Sim the whole season and just get going to season 3. I've had enough already. Bin it all off. It's a great game for the neutrals, to be fair. Sancho, I'm not blaming you for that one because that's not where I've run with you. I don't know what the game's doing there. Oh, like actually though. I am literally there with Varane. I couldn't be more there with Varane if I try, and I still don't get that ball. Game's a fucking prick. Nice to hear. We had Sancho on the line just in case. Šeško. Not really the person I want to be counter-attacking with, but Tammy through to Anthony. Now that is the person I want to be counter-attacking with. Back to Tammy. Ericsson. Oh, straight at Martinez. I wanted to do it one more to Šeško, but he was offside. Unfortunately. Right. I'm done. I'm actually done. I'm pausing after every goal. I understand that's annoying. But how are we letting this fucking pass through? We are shit. Wait, hold on. Is that... Oh my god. Varane's playing him on side. It's going to be a long season, boys. It's going to be a long season. I mean, yeah, Jordan, you got the prediction right, mate. 4-2. Just not to us. And De Gea's moved for whatever reason as well. I don't know why De Gea... I don't know what De Gea's doing here. I don't feel happy with how the season started already. Obviously, because we've conceded 4 to Aston fucking Villa. Well, I don't really know where... I mean, I do know where it's gone wrong. I just don't know where to start. Referee. That's going to be a yellow as well. Probably not even a yellow. It'll be a warning because the game wants to fucking, kiss him. Oh no, yellow. Buendia actually gets booked. My apologies. Varane is a fraud. You said it back in January. Yeah, well, Varane's... I'd argue Varane's been alright. But... sometimes you're just going to lose games and you don't really know how. I mean, Villa have had their chances, but so have we. Oh, Sancho, it's a simple A pass to Šeško, who's right next to you. How do you fuck that up? You have to take another look at the formation. Malacia makes a tackle. I'm not making any more changes. There's no point at this rate. Coutinho for Buendia. And if I was considering maybe changing my mind and playing a couple more games today for this stream, I've now decided absolutely not. Not if this is going to be the fucking shit we're going to be put with. That's still on the pitch, is it? Alright, cool. Fair enough then, mate. Oh, yeah. So, Malacia, what's happened there, mate? You've made the tackle and the game's decided you haven't made the tackle. Just a little update for you. Whereas Sancho, nowhere to be fucking seen. I'm actually starting to be done with Sancho, you know. Sesko's taking on his left. Switch it to your right, mate. Switch it to your right. You're right-footed. Why have you taken on your left in any capacity? Varane's committed again. That is my fault this time. I've actually committed him. I wouldn't be surprised if they bag a fifth here, you know. And Abraham takes every touch. Bin it all off. That's the fourth time that's happened in the second half. They're winning the ball and you don't actually win it. Yeah, I tackle and the game's like, try again, mate. See if you can do it again. I'm ready to headbutt the controller, truth be told. I want to complain, I want to moan, I want to whine about it, but realistically, we're used to it at this point. Just the game making no fucking sense. I'm not going to cry over it. We've got the Abraham brace at least. It's just such this game sometimes. 14 shots each, by the way. We have more expected goals and we lose 4-2, just so you know. 12 tackles, only 1-5, of course, naturally. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 14 shots to 14, which is even. I guess at least, and then 3 expected goals to 2.8. Whatever. I'm not happy. Malacia apparently had a good performance, which is good for him. Smile. I don't remember Malacia being involved too much, which I guess is good because at least he was out of the way of the fucking shit. Tammy also getting 8.1 with a brace. Malacia apparently did really well, so I am annoyed in general, but fair play to Malacia. He will come along brilliantly. Rashford with the assist, a 7.2. I guess Sancho didn't get credit for the other one because it was a tackle. Sancho with a 6.2. He played the whole 90 and he got a 6.2. Varane as well, only 6.6. Pain. Pain to kick off this season. Morata getting the man of the match for 9.2. Goal and assist. And apparently, he's invincible as well. Untackleable. So it's great. Race from Watkins at an 8. Diego Carlos, strong at centre back. Luca Digne was quite good as well. I mean, their defence was good as well. Give them the credit where credit's due. Danny Ings with the other goal of the day. And a 7.7. Buendia with 2 assists off the right. 7.4. And then Donker with the other assist as well. A 7.1. Emmy was good as well. With some good saves. 8 saves out of 10. 2 goals conceded. But I think we may have to reevaluate this formation. Because I don't know how it's going to work if Sancho goes further backwards than the left back. Or maybe it's just a Sancho problem. Chelsea won. Spurs lost to Burnley, which makes me a little bit happier. Newly promoted side beating Spurs. Game is actually depressing. It's so bad. Yeah, it just it does my head in sometimes. It's only the first game. That's what I'm kind of telling myself that in my head. It's only their first game. We might improve yet, but I would like to have won to kick off the season. If the board wants to go for the league, we're going to have to win the games we should be winning. But yeah, it's only the first game ultimately. I just don't see it with Jadon. I don't either, and I want to, but I don't know what's up with him. I think Kvaratskhelia will probably get most of the starts if De Gea's a whole different kettle of fish. But if Sancho doesn't start making the runs, Kvaratskhelia does make the runs. So we maybe use him instead next. Well, we probably will use him instead next game. De Gea. I hope it's not a De Gea downfall. I hope it's just a blip. I'm glad we brought in Lafont rather than someone lower rated, in case it is a downfall. We'll move up to the next game then against Palace. Any more transfer news? I believe it's another loan deal out. Ted and Mengi. I think it was Bournemouth. I mean, it's Premier League experience for him as well, and the team that he'll probably start in, so it works well for me. Yep, Ted and Mengi off to Bournemouth for this season. We'll cover all the wages, not that he gets paid much. And we'll maybe get some more transfer offers in as well. Sheshko loan offer on a 2-year loan deal. As interesting as that is, we're going to decline it. I see him as part of the plans here. Who was the other one? Williams. Now, this is an interesting one because I was considering maybe selling him permanently instead, but maybe a 2-year loan deal will get the best out of him and he'd come back a weapon. And then Montpellier as well, he's guaranteed to get minutes. I think we go for it. I don't see a downside. Plus, if we sold him, we wouldn't get much. Up and down stream today, next stream of season turnaround. Yeah, it was more just trying to try something new, see if it would work. Kind of, but it hasn't really. And we'll maybe have to reevaluate. Take a look at what could do with fixing. Palestri will go on another loan, this time to Porto. Was it Porto he went to last time? I don't remember exactly, but he did go on loan last year. McTominay could actually fetch quite a bit of money, but we're not going to sell him this season. Ricardo, Sotil, and 10.4 million from Lazio. McTominay gets one more season, mainly because he grows really well in this game. But take a look at the table. Oh, relegation. Let's go. I look forward to my relegation battles with Manchester United, to be fair. Looking at the bottom, though, Bournemouth losing 2-0. They needed Mengi before that game. They didn't get him until after. Everton, as well, losing on the opening day. Brighton, United, Fulham, Norwich, and Leeds all losing. But Norwich put up a fucking fight, to be fair, against Chelsea. Spurs with only 1 point out of 2. Watford getting a win. At the top it's Arsenal, 2 out of 2 for them so far. Who did Spurs lose to the second time? Oh, a draw. They drew to West Ham, fair enough. I said when you were going to sell Fred, I hope you get relegated. Well, yeah, you brought this on. You brought this on, Jordan. It's an easy blame. No, but in all seriousness, that's where we're going to leave off the episode today. We've still got one more signing we can make. If I'm sticking to my 3 that I was going to do this summer. We still have, obviously, players that we're keeping an eye on. De Kuiper, gone up in overall. He's probably the main one. But if any more suggestions come in, I'll look at them. A left mid, maybe, although De Kuiper can play there. Sancho, better fix up, man, because done my head in so far. After some 1-game games, some 2-game games, who are the top scorers? Sterling, Watkins, Neves, and Abraham are all on 2 to kick off this season. I mean, at least Abraham got a brace, but we did lose 4-2. Hopefully we can kick on next stream. What have we got next stream, actually? We might as well take a little gander, spoil ourselves, you know? So, kicking off next stream, we'll go to Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace. We will then be back at Old Trafford to face Leeds, who we have to beat because that's a rivalry. And then we'll have transfer deadline day, a little break. And then we've got Liverpool at Anfield, which I'm not sure we're ready for. Which will be a fun one. And then we'll face Wolves at Old Trafford as well. So, I'm not looking forward to the next episode, if I'm being honest already. But hopefully some kind of turnaround and a superstar comes to light. And we already have Abraham, but maybe another superstar, you know. We'll see if we can get any more outgoings. We've still got a lot of people I want to loan out. As you can see from this list here. Galbraith, Mabry, Savage, Fernandez, Vitek, Parkin, Yates, Dawson, Sutton, Shabalala. And I don't know what we're going to do with Fish. We're probably going to end up releasing him if nobody wants him. Or he won't go anywhere. But, that was going to wrap it up for today. want to be happy, but I just the way that first game went, I just genuinely can't be arsed, and I'm glad I'm not doing a full four gamer today because I don't have the effort for it if that's how it's going to go. But you guys have enjoyed, even if I've not really enjoyed. Leao for Sancho in the summer, by the way. Leao could be a shout, but he's ridiculous amounts of money. It would have to be next summer when we get the new budget. I mean, he's going to cost an arm and a leg. He's got Leipzig in this career mode. But he's going to cost an arm and a leg. I forgot he went to Leipzig. He did absolutely nothing against us when we were against Leipzig. I do remember now, actually, but maybe a move we look at down the line. But I'm going to think... I mean, we do have Kvaratskhelia. If Sancho really does my fucking tits in. But we will see down the line. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. I don't know what will be next, because I don't think I'll stream tomorrow. Thursday will be career mode, and then Friday we'll finish off with Walking Dead probably. But that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys soon.